All right, enough of that. Okay. We kept you guys waiting long enough. Long enough. But you know what's not long enough? These tickets. Understand that tomorrow is the last day for you guys to get your early bird tickets. All right. And if you're watching this on your TV screen, let me go ahead. In this top corner, you will see the QR code. All right. Go ahead and scan that and get your tickets now. Tomorrow is the last day for early bird tickets. Okay. Just want to let y'all know all the details are listed here, tickettailor.com. And then to make it easy, the QR code is there in the corner. All right. Period. Are you ladies ready?
Yes.
Okay. We'll just sit tight for one quick second. Just want to let everybody know how they can get in contact with us. All right. All of our information is here on the screen for you guys. Okay. All right. Hey, ladies. Hey. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How is everybody doing? Great week. Great week. I had a good week. But when I tell y'all, I have never seen this weather be as crazy as it has been. I'm talking about we went from really nice weather to it raining, snowing, and hailing all in the same hour. I'm like, what the fuck going on over here?
In an hour?
Yes. That's crazy.
Yes. Snowing, rain, hail. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah, y'all weather was more bipolar than ours, and ours was too. It's been going in a day, we're gonna get winter and then we're gonna get summer. We're gonna get winter and then we're gonna get summer. It keeps happening.
I thought I was definitely stepping into something hot when I got off the plane. I had on my shorts, my little tank top. It was freezing cold when I stepped down in Dallas. And then when I woke up the next day, it was ice on the ground. Like in the ground, it was ice. Yes, and then it got up to 90 degrees. It's been hot.
That's crazy. And we all in the South.
It's the government.
It's the government.
Have you heard about those things that they say are in the clouds?
The chemtrails?
That's what they call them. Yeah. Yes. But it's another name they use for them. But yeah, I definitely believe the weather is affecting things.
They're about to do a documentary on that, I think, if they haven't dropped it already. Yeah, I want to look into that. All right, y'all. So we have a listener letter. It's pretty long, right? So I shortened it, but if we need to get into it to get additional details, if y'all need it, we can. But I'm just going to put, is this the long one or the short one? There we go. Let's do the short one.
I think
y'all need additional. Huh?
I think I might have skimmed it, but I ain't getting into it.
I need my Inspector Gadget glass for this shit. Let me zoom in.
All right, y'all. So she says, I'm a new mom and I've been going through it in my relationship lately. My fiance and I are in our late 20s and we recently went through a massive life transition. We moved out of our parents' home for the first time, moved in together during my third trimester, and his job pressure cranked all the way up. Okay, you got a lot going on, a lot of responsibility, all of that. She says, we used to be best friends who could stay up all night talking about life, full of energy. But lately, he seems mentally checked out, constantly tired, and seems even disoriented. Now that we are a few months postpartum, he's cut back on drinking and is showing up for me and the baby, but I can still tell something is off. I feel like this might be my fault. Did I push us into a serious phase that he wasn't ready for? He says he just needs time to rest and decompress, literally just time to do nothing. And then goes on to say, it's so hard for me to rest. He tries to help, so I won't be the default parent, but I usually decline his help. I have that strong woman mentality where I feel like I have to do it all. I know it's stupid, but it's my reality. Am I wrong for feeling like I caused his shift in energy? How do I support him in a healthy way without taking on blame that isn't mine? And how do we move forward to find peace and balance?
Shit. I mean, my God, on today, you made a bunch of decisions.
Yeah.
Like, so wait, can I get this straight? They moved out of their parents' house. They're engaged,
Mhm.
and they have a baby.
Yes. And I believe during her pregnancy, he was working super hard. You know, his job, he ended up having more work to do, more responsibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's had the child, I guess he's still stressing from work because it doesn't seem like work has changed. And when you add a child into that
He probably
mix and
hates
the
his job.
possibly
I wasn't gonna say that.
what you was gonna say.
Was gonna, and I might be putting a lot of assumptions on it, but the fact that she said, "Can you put the letter back up?" It was something she said specifically. She said something about my fault. She said she can't help but think that, oh, I feel like this might be my fault. Did I push us into a serious phase that he wasn't ready for? And even though she's not giving us more context on the state of the relationship before they moved out of their parents' house, like, I'm gonna just tell you that it might, it's not your fault, but the pressure that you probably applied or something that you was ready for, he wasn't ready for. I'm gonna just say, based off the fact that, one, you was living with your parents. Y'all was engaged and living with y'all's parents. And now he has to be a family man. And I think that as a man, he's probably too prideful to tell you that he can't really, he not feeling like he can provide. And her questioning if it was her fault, I think she might have just been eager. I think when I saw the email, she said that they met in their early 20s. And the reason why I say that is because part of my thinking when I was in my early 20s was to get into a relationship. I got into a relationship. I was in a long-term relationship. My life was stable. I never lived with my parents or anything like that, but I always felt like the next step was like, okay, well, since we got our shit together, we can, let's do this. Let's get married. Let's have a baby. Let's do blah, blah, blah. Without really thoroughly assessing what my life needed to be like, or like what foundation needed to be built. It kind of was just like, well, the relationship is here, we get along. And I think her questioning isn't my fault. She's wondering why he acting like this now, because individually she might have been ready, but I don't know if this is the person, or either he's just going through something he can't communicate it. But it don't sound like, I'm gonna be an asshole. It don't sound like it's gonna last. I'm gonna say that.
No, it doesn't.
It's not gonna last. It sounds like y'all jumped the gun on something that he's too scared to talk to you about.
Also, I feel like her not letting him help her with the baby is a part of the problem. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're not letting him help you because you want to be a woman and do it all. Like, and it sounds dumb. Stop it.
She don't trust
exactly. And that's what I was thinking. If you don't trust him with your baby, that kind of says a lot. And I feel like if you're not having a conversation with him, like, hey, what is going on? Do you need to go talk to somebody? Like, do I have to worry about you? And, I know people don't want to say that they hate the job thing, but sometimes people hate their jobs and they feel like they have to keep them because they have a family. So then they feel trapped and they feel like, damn, trapped, yes. Feel trapped.
I think that's how he feels.
Yeah,
I think so too. I also have a different thought on that, and it may be that she doesn't trust him with the child, but I feel like because she carries so much guilt for how she's pressured him to move the relationship forward, I feel like for her, she feels guilty having him work hard, don't like your job, then you got to come home and deal with the child too. Don't worry about it. I got it. That's her also being the strong Black woman and feeling guilty as well. So let me not add that stress onto you. I'll just deal with the child. But it could also be connected to what y'all said as well. All of that could very well be a part of it. And she does mention in the original message that she just felt like that was the flow of the relationship, right? We like each other. We're spending all this time together. We're in a relationship. Okay, the next thing is to get engaged. We're about to have a baby. Yeah. And I think I can't put it all on you. I don't think all of it is your fault, because I feel like as a man, he also makes these decisions that he also went along with.
For sure.
And it's not your fault that he was not vocal. And I don't even know if, you created a space to where he can't be. It just seems like he bottles a lot in. Just as much as you're showing up like the strong Black woman, he probably feeling like he's showing up as a strong Black man. And I'm going to take on this, take on that, take on this, take on that, and realizing that he can't. It's a lot. It's a lot. You probably got all this responsibility with work, but work ain't really paying you like that. And I don't know if she said she had a job, so you could be a house mom and you got your kid and, and he doing everything. Like, I mean, it's a lot going on, girl. I don't know.
This is why we be telling y'all not to be rushing into shit, because everybody underestimates what happens on the other side of it. They underestimate the pressure of taking care of other people, you know, especially a woman and a baby. For dudes, especially once y'all get into situations where it's marriage or people having babies and they actually want to be there is this stress of, oh my God, I have to take care of these two people. I don't even know how to take care of my fucking self for real.
And sometimes it's not. That's the other thing too. So like I understand where she's coming from partially, but that's a whole nother video. I ain't gonna go deep into that. But I was just gonna say, like, for me, a lot of times I feel like the perception is people think that once you have a baby, the relationship ends because you had the baby. But that's not what it is. It's the fact that like things are exposed when you realize you have to take care of something else. And sometimes, a lot of times, those things have nothing to do directly with the child. Like, especially if he decides to have a kid with you, maybe he's a great dad, but other things are exposed. Like maybe he didn't realize, even though, I mean, y'all are both still pretty young. Maybe he didn't realize the pressure that he was going to have to carry or you were going to have to carry, and you're just better at doing it because you've been used to doing it. So it's not the fact that like the baby is what led there. It's the fact that it exposes things. Like every time you go to the next level, something is exposed. You go from boyfriend or girlfriend, oh, cutesy. You get married, shit's exposed. You have a kid, shit's exposed. You move, you change jobs, shit's exposed. So I think
that the issue was already there and it wasn't resolved. As you're talking, it makes me think of reality TV, right? How they say reality TV doesn't break up people. You know, it's just
already had issues.
Yeah. And I love how Niecy said every level is something new. Yes. But yeah, that's a lot. Like having a new child, like girl, that's a lot of responsibility on top of the responsibility that he got to have working at somebody's job and having to show up. And ain't no telling what kind of code switching or anything he doing while he's at the job. That wears and tears on you. Yes. Then got to come home like it's I don't even know how to tell you the support because he ain't gonna open up no way.
It work. That's the point. That's the thing, Jamie. Like they could make it work if they had a real moment and came to some sort of alignment in knowing that this is going to be a challenging point in their relationship. Because I don't necessarily think that like one person or the other is at fault. This is just a part of those things where some couples are like, oh yeah, it was challenging, but y'all really gonna have to work together and communicate. So it's all about how he shows up to the occasion. Like, is he gonna bottle everything in, and then at some point you're gonna get tired. At some point you're gonna get tired of being the default parent and giving him a break. So you're gonna have to be vulnerable as well. So I think they just need to have a real conversation.
And she has to stop carrying guilt behind any decisions that he makes. It's not your responsibility to make sure he's making decisions that he is firm about. He is his own person. You are your own person. And what the understanding needs to become is that you need help. Take the help. Stop being like you have to relinquish control. Take the help. That's going to be an exercise for you to relinquish control. Okay. Yeah. And then for him, it's going to be an exercise to step up even when it's hard and you don't really want to do it, but you have to do it anyway. And y'all are going to have to talk to each other like people who can handle shit. Because sometimes people are scared to have conversations because they're scared of how the other person is going to respond. But if y'all can have like, you know, in a setting where y'all like, listen, we need to have a real honest conversation and we need to have parameters around it, which means whatever we say, the other person has to be able to digest it in a way where you're not blowing up, right?
It's about that communication. That's the biggest thing. If he's not gonna open up, you're gonna keep hitting the brick wall. But he gonna have to open up, and when he does open up, you just gonna have to create that space to just listen, give a little bit of grace, and he has to do the same. But y'all,
what she said too about relinquishing control.
Yeah. Absolutely. And y'all did this together, child. You bring that baby in by yourself. So the fact that he is taking on all that responsibility at work and then want to turn around and do what he is supposed to do as a daddy and take on the responsibility of that child, let him.
And also don't degrade what you've done. Because listen, we as women in this world right now, I think we have low standards because some of the shit that I've heard women say on TikTok about what they men do for them, Okay. I've heard some women say, I don't even really take care of the baby the first 6 months after coming out of the hospital. He's primarily responsible for the baby, and I'm responsible for taking care of me and then feeding the baby when I wake up out of a slumber. And besides that, he's feeding the baby the other times. You know, like there are women out there whose husbands are working, cleaning up, and taking care of that damn baby until she heals. We just have low standards.
Like, for sure.
Yeah,
I see a comment that says relinquishing control is hard, and I don't feel like it's hard when you got the right person. It just, and if you guys are working towards something better, it shouldn't be that hard. And in my personal, if you find that it's hard, you might be in the wrong spot.
Right. They may not be trustworthy.
Perfectly said. And that's what I prayed for. I prayed when I was pregnant. I prayed to release control over everything. And I didn't think that was going to trickle into like my entire everyday life. To the point to when Snow was like 4 or 5 months, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna relinquish all this control. Let's just go parent. Take it for a couple days, and that's been the best thing I could do. So I think no matter what that looks like, she should relinquish control, and maybe they can work together. Let him take care of the kid, drive to Target, sit in the parking lot for a little bit, do what you got to do.
And like you said, it is that step, right? Because it sounded like you were saying, okay, the first step, you got her for this. So if it has to be steps, then steps. Because, as I'm now thinking about the relinquishing, I mean, it's more about you. It seems more than it's about not trusting that other person. You got trust issues within yourself. So just a little bit,
Yeah, she should.
Just step by step.
Yeah,
that's life.
I need to talk for sure.
And anything that's hard that you need to change about yourself, it is going to take some time. But it's an exercise. Every time, this is an opportunity for me to relinquish control. Relinquish it. But you have to want to do these things. You have to want for things to actually get better. Because sometimes people just love to stay in the shit that they're in because they're used to it.
True.
Yeah, please don't do that because it's gonna be more than resentment that's gonna come along.
I'm playing.
What you was gonna say, Niecy?
1, 2, 3.
I had a friend. We ain't cool no more. But she, I'm joking. I did have a friend. We still cool though, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
I don't have any friends.
Any more advice?
I let all the hoes go.
Well, if you do have advice anymore, just save it for a second because this conversation was interesting because it brought me to this story here that I want to get to on the Twitter.
Oh, I think I saw this.
Yes, let me see so basically for the people that don't know, this woman's husband is it still up there? There we go. Okay. This woman's husband was sleeping in the car. All right. So she found her husband in the car and we're going to let it play and see what y'all have to say about this. All right. So let's check it out.
I'm sitting here sick and worried. And this man is sitting in this car. Really? 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 Seriously? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car?
Huh?
Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in here.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car? Is your life like that difficult? Why don't you come inside? For an hour you've been out here? You've been out here for an hour?
It looks like it. I just need to rest.
Do you want me to bring you something?
Peace and quiet.
Come inside, baby.
No.
Come on.
No. Just close the door, please. Just close the door.
Girl, if you don't leave
Well,
that
I'm gonna
nigga
come
in
and
that
sit
car.
next to you.
No.
What's the music in the back is crazy.
The saxophone.
Did you just lock the door? Open the door.
Girl, leave this nigga alone.
Hey, I would have pulled off on her on God. I'm sorry. Like
She recording him. That was my main thing. Why are you recording this man?
I'm screaming that you said I would have pulled off, and I'm glad you said it. Glad you said it because I was like, okay, how am I gonna go in on this nigga? But then she was asking him too many questions. I'm like, you asking too many questions for somebody that's tired. But I will say, it is giving them the man to cheat on her.
Either that, y'all said that, but I thought I didn't think that at first.
Me neither.
Because niggas people sit in a car when they get off from work. And if they had kids in their house and it was loud in there, it's a possibility that he was like, I'd rather just stay in a car because I can go to sleep in this car because it's quiet. If I come in there, you're going to want me to do shit and you're going to want me to help you with shit. And I'm tired. I want to lay down. So instead of coming inside, I'm going to just stay in the car. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was cheating. Because to me, I feel like if you cheating, nigga, you come inside. Like you don't want nobody to think nothing's wrong if you cheating.
I felt like he was cheating whenever she said, like, all before I was like, oh, he just tired. But when she said, let me come sit next to you, and he said no, that's when he was like, no, get the fuck. I'm like, oh, nah, he don't want to be around you. Not even you. Because at first I was thinking it was kids in the house. But he don't even want to be around you. But you asking 50 questions.
First of all, why are you recording this shit, bro? Like, there have been times when my husband has pulled up and sat outside in a car for a little while, and I'll have heard him. And contrary to popular belief, I actually like when a nigga comes home. I'm worse than one of the dogs, and so I run to the door, and the nigga is just sitting in the car, and I go to the car. I say, "You okay?" He was like, "Yeah, babe. I was just sitting in the car. He was listening to music." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right. Well, come inside. And you come inside, but after that, sometimes he would sit out there, and I just wait for him to come inside. Like, it's
right.
Girl, and then if I would have been like, come inside, and the nigga was like, nah, I'm gonna stay in the car. All right, stay in the car. I'm going inside.
Correct.
Okay.
You need anything? You good? Okay, cool. Because when they ready to talk,
she kept asking.
They'll talk. And that's why I couldn't say he was cheating, because I don't know, but I wasn't thinking that. But I'm like, look at how you're acting now. I can imagine what it's like in the house and how it could be just nonstop. And he reminded me of like a past relationship. When I used to come home, I would sit my ass in the car because I was miserable. Right. And I used to, when I would work late. I would be in that office till like 8, 9 o'clock. Should have been off at 5.
Oh,
just in the office. Yeah.
Damn.
Absolutely. But I will say some part of it, just a little piece. Some part of it was not happy with the relationship. Some part of it was some days he would work late at night. Like, well, I think he would go in late, get off late, whatever it was. But I also felt like something else was in that home with me. I feel like there was like some other like spirit.
Yeah, you told us about that, right?
Something else was in the house. So I would just, be out.
I didn't want to go to the house. I didn't want to go to the house.
Yeah, I remember that. How long did you live there for?
I think it was 2 years. I think maybe, or was it a year? I think I'm gonna say 2 years max. I really want to say it was maybe a year, but I'm gonna say 1 to 2 years. I think it was. Yeah. And it's crazy because I feel like that's when we had most of our bumping heads, because I think something else was in that damn house.
And let me tell you something. I'm looking at some of the comments and I'm like, this is where I'm a nigga at, because not at this age, and maybe even when I was younger, I am more so inclined to like, all right, son, go on about your way. Like, I don't ever want nobody to be in a relationship with me and then it's like it's dragging. Like they like, please leave me. Please leave me. Listen, as soon as you act like you don't like me, nigga, I don't like you. Like, yeah. So for me, to me, that type of energy would turn me off and make me not even want to give a fuck. I would turn my emotions off and everything if I felt like you didn't want to be bothered with me. I wouldn't give a fuck. And a lot of women don't know how to do that, and you need to learn how to do that. Even if it bothers you.
Don't talk to me.
Period. That whole album. It will get you through. You hear me?
You have to. You have got to detach yourself emotionally on these niggas quickly if you have to, girl.
Right.
Turn them off.
I also feel like it was a regular occurrence, because her bringing that camera out, him locking the door, like, it's given. If he ain't cheated on you yet, he gonna cheat because he feels trapped.
Yes.
Literally trapped himself.
Girl, let that man be free. Sir, please leave. Please leave, sir. Just leave. Well, that's why you gotta always be able to take care of yourself. Because
I feel like I gotta blame the economy a little piece. If the people hanging around a little longer, I gotta blame the economy.
Yeah.
I stepped out on faith. I was like,
no, we was in a better time. I feel like
No,
shit has
you
gotten
think so?
increasingly worse since then.
It has gotten increasingly worse, but yeah.
I'm blaming the government like Bundy did. Like,
I blame
okay, it's the
I blame
government.
the government. Y'all niggas need to be roommates. You know what? This what he need to do. Break up with her. Do y'all have another room in the house? Pad the walls up and put a lock on the door.
I'm screaming, do you know?
It's a lot of context missing.
I'm telling too much about my business, but I might as well, just because you said that. I had my uncoupling session. This was a long time ago now. And the therapist, she said, do y'all just want to live in the same house or live in separate rooms? Do you know I almost cussed that lady out? I almost cussed that lady out. Like, the fuck are you talking about? And then when I start seeing the cost of living, I don't regret nothing. I don't regret a thing. But literally, people were doing it. Just couldn't be me. And I couldn't date nobody that was doing it either. Also couldn't date nobody that was co-parenting no damn dog.
Dog?
Yeah.
That's another line that I'll draw. Because, you know, people still find ways to be attached. Like, I couldn't.
That do not work. What don't work? What don't work? Cooking with fat. Been there. Don't recommend. What you mean?
Yeah, living in the house with people who you're not together with no more. It don't work. No, that's why I'm most.
I mean, I'm not saying you do it forever. You just do it until you get your money together.
Yeah, you got to be strategic.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't just jump off the curb and you ain't got nowhere to go. Because this nigga look like he ain't got nowhere to go.
The curb?
All he got is his car. He likes sleeping in there, so okay.
Hilarious.
But they got kids. So that's another reason why it was like, man, listen, nigga, you work with these kids when I'm at work and I'll have them when you at work. Put a lock on your door. Get your own fucking food. Wash your own fucking clothes. Don't bring no bitches around my house.
I mean, Juan and Robin did it for a significant amount of time, right?
Together.
They did.
And
but
got
you know
back
what,
together.
though? People do that anyway, though. Like, people get back together when they break up all the time, for one. And for two, I feel like people be living separately, living in the same house all the time. They just don't tell nobody they broke up, but they don't be talking, they don't be fucking, and they don't be sleeping in the same bed sometimes.
True.
Could be, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need some type like, even her, you want me to come sit in the car with you? Bitch, you too needy. Like, give me some room. He need his own room.
Okay.
He need
his
his
own
own
come in the house. That man said, "Nah, I can't rest in there."
Can I get you anything? Can I come sit next to you?
Come sit next to him.
Irritating me.
Crazy.
Got your clown mask on. How many times somebody got to tell you no?
See, this is because this is a Leo, a Gemini, and a Scorpio. If there are women that can convince themselves to not give a fuck about you, it's us.
I'm gonna head out.
True.
You know what?
And with that being said, I'm gonna fall back.
Yeah, for sure. I have to agree. Would y'all say if he can't get any rest, he should, like, you know, go in the house and maybe do a little piece of saging or something like that?
No,
that's not gonna help.
That's what it is. Nah, I don't think that's gonna help either.
That's not gonna help. Okay.
It's hard. He need to leave.
Do you guys understand saging?
Yes,
I think I do.
Okay. Well, you know, that takes us into our next point here. I want to tap into, I saw this, a clip of this, right? So I had to go find the interview, and I want to play a bit of it because it had music on it. So I'm going to play this piece of where this girl gets into talking about saging.
I feel like, you know, you have to live and you learn. It was a lesson. I had to go through it to be able to, like, I guess, educate or tell my testimony, because, like, even in my work now, I have so many people that come to me and they talk about just everything. I was burning sage, and I immediately tell them, do you even know, like, the origin behind sage, how it works? Do you know what you're really doing when you burn that sage?
No, tell us a little bit, because baby, I don't always know the origin. Okay, so come.
So a lot of people think when you burn sage, you're clearing the energy of all the spirits and stuff like that, but actually that's not how it works. When you the history behind burning sage, the Indians used it to actually invoke spirits. So you are clearing energies, but you're also invoking the dead to come in and protect you. So, like I was telling my one client, when you burn that sage, true enough, you might be clearing your energy, your home, and stuff like that, but you're also inviting spirits in. You don't know who you invoking. You don't know who stayed at that house or that apartment before you. You don't know who is attached to you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who sent what spirit to follow you or whatever the case may be. But when you burn that sage, you woke it up. You woke it up and you thought you were clearing your energy, but no, you woke it up, and then they tell you open the doors and open the windows when you're burning it because you're gonna free it. No, you're bringing it in. You're bringing the spirits inside. Like it's deep. A lot of people be out here practicing and don't know.
These folks out here lying to y'all, okay? Opening the windows and the doors and burning the sage is actually invoking spirits, not getting rid of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just had to drive that point home, right? That's why. So what were some of the other things that you were doing at that time that are considered witchcraft?
So I was one of the ones that before I realized what burning sage actually did, I was burning sage. And then I switched over to Palo Santo and I started burning that. And then I started burning just all kind of stuff.
Which Palo Santo is a whole religion, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know if it's like a religion. I just know it's supposed to bring the good vibes and stuff as well.
No, I think it's like an entire religion in Latin America.
Probably so. Probably so. But so I was burning that. I was burning all kind of things. Whatever that they had at the spiritual shops.
Religion?
What are they called?
Palo Santo?
Apothecary. I think that's what they're called. But anyways, whatever they had there, and they say it was supposed to bring good luck or bring positive energy. I was burning in my home. I would wear the evil eye necklaces or bracelets.
No, it's called the evil eye. What make you wear it?
It's called the evil eye because it's supposed to protect you. The eye is supposed to be able to like see the evil that's coming towards you, and it was supposed to protect you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's part of certain religion, and that's why I kind of like try to watch what I call witchcraft and stuff like that, because on other parts of the the world, that's just their culture. Like, so I don't want to say it's witchcraft. It's just not what I worship and practice no more. So I don't really want to say witchcraft because I don't want to step on nobody's toes and be disrespectful. But
well, I'll say it for you. Because it's witchcraft, okay? If you don't serve the true and the living God, no.
Yeah.
I'll say it for you, boo. I ain't scared.
Yeah.
What I will say is that having a child actually awakened my desire to understand more spiritually, right? Not to the extent of wanting to burn sage or anything like that, but I am aware that there's a spiritual world, like an entire spiritual world. And regardless of whether I'm actively aware of what's going on, it's still going on.
Right.
So let me get a little bit of knowledge so that I can spiritually cover my home.
Exactly.
Because baby, I ain't going. Okay, about my husband and my child.
Right.
Don't play with it.
Period.
So, and that's why I'm like, as a parent.
Interesting. So this young lady also goes on to talk about getting a reading and learning from her reading that somebody was like, I guess like watching her and putting spells out there or whatever. And it ended up being her baby daddy's new girlfriend or something like that. I guess like putting a hex out there. I guess the girl was doing certain spells to try and get more people to like her and believe her and stuff like that. And she also talks about an energy being in her house, right? And how she would notice certain energy in a certain space. And one time her child told her like, hey, the boogeyman or whatever, like it's over there. And it was in the same place that she felt the energy come from. So I just thought that was interesting. And I just wanted to bring it to the front. I always thought that saging was clearing your space. I never knew that you were bringing in certain spirits as you're trying to let negativity or, not so great things out. I didn't know that because she was saying something like when you open up those windows, they tell you to clear the space and stuff, open the windows. But she says you're just pretty much giving them free reign to come in. I was like, wow. So I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts about that from like your understanding of sage, whether you used it and, what you make of what this young lady had to say.
I think it was, I'm going to say this. I don't know what she's talking about. I've never heard that, but just because I haven't heard it doesn't mean that it may not have truth to it. But what I understand about, what I understand about spirits is that, from people that do believe that you can get spirits attached to you and all of that type of shit, you don't have to burn no sage for a spirit to get attached to you. You could have a spirit that's attached to you before you even come into this world that was attached to a previous life. You could come in this world and then a spirit will see you and just decide to attach itself to you. So you don't need to burn sage in order to bring unwanted things onto yourself. That's not how it works. Okay. I also don't feel like you can technically call on things without actually calling on the things. You can't just burn incense, a damn, herb and think that that's going to bring something to you without any other, work, any writing, any thought. Like, no, I don't think that that's how that works at all, for one. But I did look up Palo, and what she's talking about is not Palo Santo, the wood. It's an Afro-Cuban religion developed in Cuba by enslaved Central African people, characterized by the veneration of spirits, ancestors, and use of sacred cauldron. Okay, so yes, a form of witchcraft, of ancestor veneration. You do not worship the piece of wood, baby. It is a tool like anything else. Oh my God, I'm a Catholic. Okay, well, I grew up Catholic, and in church we burned frankincense and myrrh because they said that's what they gave to Jesus. So they burned that in church, in Catholic church, every Catholic church. Also, we take on the bread and the blood of Christ. What the hell do you think that is? Christ is a dead person, and I'm symbolically taking a piece of food and some drink that is supposed to be his body and blood. Be for real. Yeah, come on. Like, be for real. I just finished. Y'all know what I like? The why am I spacing out? Florida water. I got some Florida water because I be like,
I heard about it.
I be like my mop soap and stuff. And I also got it for Lyric because one of my old co-workers, we always out in the heat. He would freeze a bottle of water with Florida water in it. And as he would go on through the day, he would just pour the cold water on a towel and wipe himself off so he could smell good. Listen, it was a great tool. That nigga always smelled good. But to me, sometimes herbs and shit like that, or Florida water that have certain scents, the scents are calming. The scents put you in a certain mind space, but it's not something that can dictate spirituality or spirits just by itself. You know what I mean? Like, I think things are supposed to put you in a certain energy. Tools. You don't worship these things. And again, Jesus is an ancestor. If y'all believe that Jesus was a real person, Jesus would be a dead ancestor. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that
I don't know why y'all think Jesus wouldn't be a dead person. I don't know why y'all, if he was a real person, then he would have had to die. Y'all really work on my nerve. Y'all think because he died and came back and then went to the right hand of the Father. Then where would the Father be, y'all? Y'all think that Jesus is like alive but in heaven right now? Leave me alone.
I was gonna say.
No, I was trying to hold it in too.
I was gonna say I identify as a Christian who believes in all the things, a spiritual, like I believe in all the things. Like my religion or the way I was raised has been rooted in Baptist Christian, but I'm also not so brainwashed to believe, like the girl simply said, there's a whole spiritual world. And if you're a Christian, do you know it's a whole spiritual world? But like Bondi said, I don't think that burning sage without calling on things is just going to attach things to you. I think that's part of the fear mongering that they add to religion that does the brainwashing part. So it's like, if I don't, it sounds very similar to like those Christians that say that yoga is demonic.
Yes.
Like that shit is crazy as hell. Oh, you haven't heard that?
Girl.
Yeah. Yes. There are Christians who think that yoga is demonic, like simply meditating.
And breathing.
Yeah. I just like, I don't know. And I'm also a Christian who loves astrology. I'm not going to hold you. I feel like if he made us, then he also made the moon and the stars, and he gave us access to learn these things. And there's people that have different ways of life, but I'm also not fearful of those things because, like Bonnie said, things can get attached to you one way or another. So I don't know. I think some of it is the fear mongering, and it does make me think back to what was taught to a lot of Black people in slavery. And I'm also going to key real quick because I think about some of the things that we do specifically in the South that's still rooted in that like Afro spirituality, but while also being Christians. Like I remember growing up and I asked my mama, when did I start walking? And she was like, I brushed your feet with a broom and you start walking. So that was, but we Christians. So like the thing was, they always say, oh, if your baby's trying to walk and you want to walk, just brush their feet with a broom. Like we jump the broom. We do so many things where and I think that's kind of where the other girl was headed. The girl who said she actually used to burn sage. But the other girl was on I think she leans into the almost like toxic community of Christianity. Because I remember asking myself, again, when I was like getting ready to have Snow, did I want her to be raised in the church, or did I just want her to know how to pray, know those things? And I never wanted her to be raised in the church, because then you pick up things like what the girl was saying. Oh, I'm big and bad. I'll say it. I'm like, I don't know. I think people just need to be a little bit more open-minded.
Yeah.
Just be a little more open-minded, and you don't have to practice the stuff that you're uncomfortable practicing. If you know there's another spiritual world, then what you gonna do? You're gonna stay covered in the blood of Jesus, which sounds like a ritual.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
That's what it sounds like. We're covered in the blood of Jesus. Like so.
There, you heard some other opinions.
Nah, I love it. I think that y'all are on point. Period. Because it just really boils down to what I think is the intention. Just like money, people do all kind of crazy with money. And it makes me do think that, maybe two things could exist, because what's meant for good, people always turn it into evil, you know? I feel like we'd be watching Disney movies like that. I feel like it may have been some cartoons where some magic was used for the good or whatever, and then somebody came in and saw how they could use it for their own personal gain, and then things got wicked, and then now we got fucking witches and all this other stuff.
To me, the things that are actually like dark and evil, y'all don't really care about. Y'all just like throwing that on anything that you are, that's outside of your own religion or something that people have told you. And I just want everybody to remember historically that I know y'all like to reach for Ethiopia when y'all want to, but over here in this country, you were given a different Bible. You were given a Bible, the King James version of the Bible a lot of the times, and King James was a flaming homophobic but homosexual man. Like, you got like history will tell you a lot of things in order for you to unwrap yourself. Now, I go up for Christ consciousness, right? If you can unwrap yourself from all of those things, but end up at the point of the meaning of it all. But to me, I have only seen people get lost in the religion and how it makes them feel better than other people, but they do not carry the meaning that was supposed to be given in the religion. Like, they're not actually giving people, they're not actually kind people. They really just want to judge other people and call shit demonic.
Damn, that sounds like MAGA.
It does. Yeah, do your own research, but also like read books. That might help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're at that place. I feel like we've always been at that place, but knowing that we have phones and everything at our fingertips, whenever we hear something, it's like, let me go and research that and just see.
Yeah.
And then maybe open up a book for additional context. But then you ain't gotta go get a physical copy. You could just find a PDF or something.
And I pulled up the Palo Mayambe. I pulled that up in order to read what that was. It was that easy. And it's not, and I never thought it would be the worship of a piece of wood, baby. It would always be a tool. Nobody.
I knew what she was trying to say, because that's what they say that all the celebrities do in LA. That's what they say. Beyonce, Solange, Kehlani, SZA.
That's what they've been doing with those.
Yeah, that's what they say. I also think that
the girls are witches, but it's not innately evil the way you think it is. Honestly, a lot of what it really describes to me, my perspective, is people that work with the earth, like people that work with the land, people that have more reverence for the earth that we are actually on. And that went into the medicine that we lost. Used to be able to take it and the baby just disappear.
That's how I see it too. And I think that the fear is also attached to the stigma that when we experience other, spiritualities, religion in the media, it's oftentimes we see it being used for evil, but people don't realize that the word in the Bible, people will also use in a negative benefit. They'll use certain words to convince you or brainwash you to stay in that abusive relationship while not even completely giving context of what the word actually says. So it's like, you really can't trust people to be too far left or right. You kind of got to be right in the middle and understand where things are. So while also being respectful, which is kind of where the other girl sounded like she was going initially. So I don't know.
No, y'all got some great context. Okay. And I do appreciate it. Okay. Thank you guys. Bondi said that what you said is we don't worship wood. I think that's what you said.
Yes.
And it's not a, did you say it's not a tool?
No, it is a tool. It's just
a tool, but we don't worship wood. And that's really interesting.
Is that
because of where we're going next?
Is there wood?
Yes.
Is it? Okay. Because the people don't worship wood, individuals are thinking that they could be messing themselves up when they use this particular thing here. And we got to get into it. So let's check it out.
It's a finger, sis. Like, use a finger. I always have a little conversation. So Kel's put a finger, sis.
Oh yeah.
Like, use a finger. I always have a little conversation. So Kel's put a video up talking about women and their vibrators, okay? And I just wanted to have a quick conversation about it because I found it so funny. I'll play it.
Don't fall into the trap. The rabbit, the bullet, and the rose, not your friends. Boom! Next time I've linked it, she's like, yeah, let me eat the bullet. I'm like, right, there's a pattern here. See, by the third, fourth time I've linked it, yeah, I'm realizing she's dependent on the bullet.
I think the ladies need to put down the roses and they need to put down the vibrators because I just think you're setting yourself up for disaster. I think if you are going to have a little fun time with yourself, I feel like you should use your fingers. I feel like maybe once a week you should maybe get out a toy. But there's no way that a man's penis can twist and turn, do that, bend, split it open. Like, so some of you got a toy and the thing at the top, so this is twirling and this is going, but it's too much. You're desensitizing yourself. There's no way a man can do that. Now, I feel like if you've got a partner, I do think that as when you have a partner, you need to explore your sex life and you need to, like, get a little bit more freaky because but I think if you're there every night, sis, getting that rose out, no, you're desensitizing the pusswali, babe. You're literally desensitizing it. Use a finger, sis. Like, use a finger. There's nothing wrong with using the finger because then when the real thing comes, it's always going to feel better. Well, I mean, man, but also men as well.
Girl, the fuck,
there's a conversation as to why women now are preferring to use toys because a lot of you are just not worth the stress. Like, use a finger, sis.
Yeah. So, what was it, Bondi? The women or the people don't worship wood because it seems like they're worshiping the vibrators.
First of all, the girls, the only reason they on the roses like that is because they only been doing this for a little while. Okay. But if you've been doing this for a minute, you know about bullets. Bullets go, child, that was my first one. But honestly, like, no, like, you need clitoral stimulation in order to aid in the orgasm from the penetration. A lot of women cannot get an orgasm simply from getting jugged. And this advice that she gave, it centers a man in how he feels. And it's not just about you, nigga. And if your dick is good, then it should work in great cooperation with this vibrator. And I don't know what she's talking about. I used to think the same thing, until I talked to a sex therapist and she was like, no, sometimes it's going to feel different, but you don't actually get desensitized. And in all honesty, she's right. Because after a while, I was like, I'm still, everything still check it out. Just depends on, I'm not an everyday type person either. So then that's another thing. I'm not every day. But I'm going to pull my shit out every time. Like, what do you mean? There's going to be a few different things we're going to do, but that's going to come out and everybody's going to have a great time. Like, what are we talking about? Like, vibrators, girl, they don't have a dick on it. Like, what's going on?
I'm wondering, I feel like, they still could get desensitized if they're using their fingers. Cause I feel like you're just getting used to using something else outside of that man. And then a lot of men don't be knowing how to or what foreplay is or to get the woman even in the mood. A lot of them really don't know how to really have sex.
They don't.
Right.
They don't.
And that's why they
people's
just
dicks
go
hurt.
over there. Because
Some
not
people's
much is
dicks hurt.
expected of a vibrator
Right.
versus a guy. Go ahead, Bonnie.
Sometimes penises hurt, and the vibration can aid in that. Sometimes, you know, like dude might be a little like, ha ha, like, oh, huh. And the vibration will help. Of course, you get cunnilingus beforehand. Okay, at least minimum 2. Okay, that's the goal. That's the goal now. You get it out, you bust twice, and then after that, we transition into other things, and then that's when the other stuff can come out. You know what I mean? But the penis still has to work in tandem. Okay, like
Yeah.
it's not like nobody's pulling out the vibrator because they don't want the dick. Like that's not what's happening. And there are different kinds too.
Mhm.
They're all different kinds. You don't
Yeah.
just see the rows. There are kinds that lay flat. There are kinds that are like
And they got the rabbit too.
yeah.
I think she's talking about the rabbit.
Yeah, that's what she was talking about. The split.
When she was talking about the rabbit. The rabbit cool. Y'all know it's impossible for me to answer a question without telling my business, which is why I'm laughing my ass off.
Me too. Larry in here like,
I
why
can't
you
say
tell
too
everybody I
much.
be?
No, low key, I'm like, I can't say too much. I don't think that the vibrator desensitized me when I started using it.
Mhm.
I think that vibrators are tools to show you like how to learn your body and what you like, because sometimes niggas be lazy. They just want to penetrate. They don't want to do nothing else. So it's like, if you're not going to do nothing, then here, let me bring the third party, which is the rose. But also, like, I think a lot of niggas are intimidated or insulted at the fact that women are bringing or using roses because it's like, oh, I'm not doing enough. And the answer is no, you're not. So I think that they need to step their cookies up. And I don't think that vibrators are bad. Actually, I'm an advocate for them. But I mean, once you get a good piece, it's like, damn, where are they?
So
They somewhere in the back of my closet.
what is this rabbit? The back.
Okay, yeah. Let me say about that. So I started with, so I had this one. The first one I ever had was weird. It was like almost shaped like a tongue, but it had like a little pocket hole for you to just lay it right on your clit. So it like circled around and, but you could also use it for that. So then I went from that to then the rose, which the rose was only clitoral stimulation, which is why I think that the rose is great for partner play when you have, you with your man or whatever. But the rabbit is great for solo because it's 2 pieces. Where one piece is like the dildo, and then it's like a claw that will. It's almost like you getting clitoral stimulation and penetrated at the same time. But if you with the right person and you really vibe, and then they can do that part, and you can do the clitoral stimulation, or they can do both. So I just think that people need to use vibrators as a tool rather than like being intimidated.
Yeah. And also, okay, because listen, I got a motherfucking vibrator from Brookstone, bitch. Like that. That's what mine looked like. Y'all remember on that movie when she was like, it's a vibrator from Brookstone. That's what my shit looked like. One of them long ones. It looked like an adult. This is an adult vibrator. Somebody, your grown auntie has this vibrator. Okay, this is not a little girl vibrator. Shit ain't cute. Okay?
That's a real company, Brookstone.
No,
yeah, that's the electronic company.
Yeah, but people would go there for the massager. And they would get mad because they thought, yeah. But listen, y'all can go to child, let me get my link for y'all. I'm gonna put my link in the description box for y'all, and y'all can go and look at some of the toys and see what you like.
What link you got?
Hurt yourself.
Right, because I'm like,
I'm grown.
Yeah, what link you got?
Y'all know I have a help me. I did a collab with a sex store, and I have a link.
Did I know that?
Girl, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up, girl. Because But yeah, and that's where I got it from. I got a couple of vibrators from them. Oh, I had the vibrating panties too. Those were fun. Okay.
Oh,
You wore
to
them out in public?
public?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I want to
You
get those.
could. It's called
Mm-mm.
shopsadore.com. You saying that, Jamie, but you really could. Like,
No.
and then he has the
Every-
remote.
Everything would just be destroyed.
I want it. Oh,
He said everything.
It would be
Not
it would be destroyed. I couldn't do that. Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, with a diaper on or something, maybe, but I wouldn't be able to just walk around with no.
My God, on today. Okay, so I put it in a description box, shopsadore.com. Okay, you can go there. They have a whole bunch of them. But it's just I forgot what it's called, but it's a long one. I don't want to go and get it right now because but it's pretty, yeah. And then there's a mini one too that you can get. Like, yeah, girl, you gotta get it how you live out here. Pleasure is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here I am thinking Adam and Eve about the only one that's out there.
Mm-mm.
And candy.
Nah, Adam and Eve, bedroom candy. It's another one that I ordered from before. But honestly, I'm agree with y'all. Amazon has been the cheapest.
Oh.
I've ordered, I'm not gonna hold y'all. For my single friends, like one of my friends, her birthday, she's single. Oh, two of my friends. I ordered both of them roses to their house. There you go, girl. Fuck them niggas. There you go.
Never thought about
have a magic wand.
I like that.
I have a magic wand. I have a partnership with Shopsadore. Lyric was correcting me. You have a partnership with Shopsadore, not a collab. Okay, my partnership.
Okay, manager.
And I have a magic wand. Said, come on, manager. Shit, nigga, you ain't gonna do me.
He don't play.
I'm screaming. That's crazy.
Listen, I already said, don't play with me. Might come up missing.
Oh my. All right, y'all. Hopefully when I transition to the next topic, my computer don't act up, but we'll see. But in the meantime, in between time, for the people, just so y'all know, go ahead and get your tickets. Go ahead, okay? Because the early bird tickets that we have on sale for you guys right now will be ending on tomorrow. All right, tomorrow is the last day to get your tickets at a discount. You feel what I'm saying? All right. So make sure you guys head over to Ticket Taylor. Let me go ahead and put this up because some of you guys were not here at the top of the video. All right. You see the QR code in the corner. You should be able to scan that and go straight over there to the tickets. We'll see you guys in May. All right. Let's hop over here into a viral story that just dropped, which is crazy. So y'all know I just got into Secret Life of Mormon Wives. A few months, I think in December. And I think I'm a few episodes off on the last season that I missed. But Taylor it's gotten real crazy out here. Let's get this up on the screen for the people. One of the leading stars of the show is caught assaulting her baby daddy. And she's supposed to be on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. And it's unfortunately canceled. But let's see if we can get into this video of her showing her R's down to the people's house.
Ooh, child. Are you playing audio?
Okay, hold on. You can't hear the audio, Nisi?
Mm-mm.
All right, give me 1 second. I am going to come back in. In the meantime, go ahead and get y'all tickets. Give me some time to get back in here.
Yo. Larry said, Larry said, I'm setting up niggas to fail.
How?
He said these niggas ain't eat nobody and they popping off twice like that. These niggas ain't doing all that. You setting the bar too high for these niggas. That's the things in the background.
You know, when you find that one.
And I'm looking at him like, how can you say this?
When you find that,
be like me. That's what he's saying. Everybody can't be like me. That's what he's saying.
Oh my.
He said maybe they are.
He said maybe they would.
He said, you know what? Maybe they are. Never mind. Maybe they are.
I missed it. I had to go out and come back in.
Y'all know I don't want to say been in the streets, but I was for a little while. And I can tell you, I wasn't fucking the majority of these men, but I can tell you, niggas ain't doing that
out here. No, they're not.
Niggas ain't. What you mean? Like just simply eating, or people that can achieve making their woman orgasm twice in a session?
Oh, twice in a session?
No, that's not happening. That's not a normal.
Niecy said
That's
they not
not
out here doing it
happening.
like that.
That's not happening. That's not a regular thing. I also think it takes a
You're married
lot
so
of
long.
like, yeah, it takes a lot of like building a true connection with somebody to get to the point to where you could do that. You know,
I think that's key.
you know, it's a few that maybe could, but the majority absolutely not. Niggas are lazy. They're absolutely lazy.
See, I wouldn't have no use for you then. That's all. Listen,
all.
I am a pillow princess. Do you hear me? Okay, it's a great.
Not at all. I'm living my best
Larry.
life. Yeah.
All right. Give me.
Now I get why. Now I understand why.
Niecy, you look like you're glowing.
You think?
I'm screaming.
He's watching me walk away.
Yo,
Yes.
y'all are crazy. Hilarious. Y'all wanna? I ain't know if y'all can keep going.
Nah, I'm
y'all
tired
was
of telling my
talking
business. You know, I'm tired of telling my business. Let's go.
I'm screaming. Let's get into
And I'm getting in
Taylor's
trouble telling
business.
mine. So let me be quiet.
This is Taylor, real quick, for the people that don't know. She's of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives over there on Hulu. She was supposed to be the Bachelorette, but unfortunately, the issue she's had with her baby daddy has led her down an unfortunate road. So let's get into it.
This is called physical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do. Holy
I don't give a
Let me go. Stop. Dude, leave me alone. Oh my gosh. Your daughter is right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my. This is called.
That's crazy. So this is Taylor, and now she's on fire. Everybody's talking about her right now. She did put a statement out, but I don't believe in her statement she was taking much like accountability or anything.
Was that Mormon Wives?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I saw Bachelorette.
Yeah, because she was supposed to do the Bachelorette, but they just
Oh.
canceled it from my understanding. It was supposed to be dropping soon.
Yes.
She says it's sad to see the latest installments of his never-ending, desperate, attention-seeking, destructive campaign to harm Taylor without any regard for the consequences of their child. Releasing an old video which conveniently omits context on their son's birthday is a reprehensible attempt to distract from his own behavior. Thankfully, the public has seen this act before and knows who he is, and sadly, many will recognize this pattern of manipulation, both in his actions on the show and from their own experiences. So that's the statement that she put out. And now, from my understanding, he's about to file for custody, I believe, of the child that they do have together. And that's crazy.
That's crazy. They saying that did she hit the baby with the chair?
Yeah, she accidentally hit the baby with the chair. But I remember seeing this live. Did y'all watch this Secret Life of Mormon Wives when it first came on? They showed this on the TV show like a year or two ago when it first
No,
dropped.
I haven't watched it yet.
The people were saying that it's a
only watched
new
the first
TV situation. They said
Well,
some
yeah,
people were
this was on
saying
the
this
first
is
season.
That was
I
on
missed
the
this.
fight
I
was
don't
on the
think I saw
first
this.
season.
I think it was in the first season. Y'all know I love me some good Cassidy. And so first season they talked about they were filming, and then she like went away. She actually was arrested. And when they showed it on Hulu, they said that she was arrested for fighting him in front of the child. So they charged her with child endangerment. They never said that it was because she accidentally hit her child with a chair. They always said it was just because the kids were home. She came back to the show, continued filming, And I think she even got back with the boy after that.
Of course.
So anyway, I remember feeling some type of way because y'all know when we first started the show, I used to talk to y'all about The Bachelorette. I even started to review The Bachelorette and The Bachelor when they started bringing Black people on. But I feel some type of way about the entire ABC franchise because I think they need to go back to keeping, and this might sound crazy, but I think they need to go back to keeping that show white. And when I say white, I mean like American Pie type white. I think that in 2020, the show took the lean of like trying to say, oh, let's be more inclusive. It was before 2020. So the first Black girl they had was Rachel Lindsay. But Rachel Lindsay was the epitome of being twice as good as all the other white girls that they ever had on the show. She was an amazing bachelorette. That's my bachelorette. Then they ended up falling out with Rachel Lindsay because Rachel Lindsay called out some of the racism that was happening with a contestant that was on the show, and Chris Hansen and him and her went back and forth. They fired Chris Hansen because they wanted to be inclusive. Then all of a sudden they started bringing on more mixed leads. The Black boy that was disappointing. And to me, Taylor Frankie would have never been anybody's bachelorette had this been like before 2019, before they started getting Black people on the show. It's like once they started getting Black people for leads, they was like, oh, we don't give a fuck. We'll just go all the way to, excuse my language, don't mean to offend nobody, white trash. That's simply what Taylor Frankie has shown herself to be on Secret Lives. And ABC in the Bachelor franchise, they are so desperate for views that they knew what the fuck was going on with Taylor Frankie. This footage has been out there. There's been things of Taylor, like who wants it was a scandal years ago, decades ago on the show with Bachelorette because, you know, they have fantasy suites the night before the finale. And you sleep in the room with the final two guys. And they all out called this woman a slut because she slept with both guys before deciding which one she wanted. And that was like the biggest scandal on the show. Now y'all are getting people on the show like Taylor Frankie, who is a open swinger teen mom. Your mama coming on the show with a completely different face is given that you come from a long line of alcoholism and drug usage. And this is what y'all want us to watch. Bring back the caucasity. I come over here to see what y'all got going on. I don't want to watch Taylor Frankie do shit like this. And y'all knew what the fuck was going on. So for them to cancel the season, it's like, oh, okay. What y'all gonna do about the views now?
She need to go to WeTV. That's what she would be good at.
Not WeTV.
In the 2010s.
That's crazy.
That's
Taylor.
wild.
I was like, baby, you just ruined everything. You just messed it up. And I hate it because I like Taylor on the show. And I was like, damn, all your castmates are about to enjoy talking even more SHI about
They
you
love
now.
talking shit about her because they wanted to dethrone her in their little clip.
They did. Oh, y'all know what else that just dropped about Mormon Wives that I want to get into real quick. Jesse getting a divorce.
Oh, wait. That's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
They were talking about Michaela. Everybody is lighting up Michaela's husband because he's complaining about her not being as sexual as when they first got together. But when they first got together, he was 21 and she was 16.
What?
Yes. So people have been talking about it.
Jail.
Yes.
How did y'all be comfortable with y'all kids? What's going on?
You know, that's what they do in that religion. Like that religion is set up for old men to get young women. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or just older men to be getting the youngest of the girls. And then you marry them when they're too dumb. And then I think in the Mormon religion, women can only reach heaven through men. So if they have a child and they don't get married, then they won't go to heaven. They have to get married to go to heaven.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jamie, about the divorce with Jess. And if y'all ain't been watching the season, then you would know that Jess had kissed another guy. And it was like a whole thing, and he was trying to move past it, and I think he couldn't.
Because he kept finding out some new shit.
Yeah, she didn't want to be with him.
And I don't believe that she just kissed that man. I believe that it was more. I think she did a little more with that man. I do. I hate it though because it was a good show, and now I'm wondering what happens with Mormon Wives. It's like, Taylor, did you fuck up the thing? I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
She didn't seem. No, it seemed like they kind of pulled back from her being the actual lead of the show to me. I think they can continue on.
Okay.
But Mormon Wives should keep her because they knew what the fuck was going on with this video. They kept her on Mormon Wives. Like, literally, this happened during filming. She got her ass out of jail and came back to filming. They know. I hope they keep her check running over there.
I feel like they will. Cause you know the people love to tune into some mess, and now y'all got y'all some where the white baddies at? Okay. Where they at? All right, y'all. So we had to tap into that for a second. And next up, when it comes to people being out here embarrassing themselves, I don't even want to, I just want to play this fool because when I say a pure embarrassment is exactly who the hell he is. But we gonna get into let's tap into Ray J embarrassing his sister.
Nigga, all three of y'all is like the Three Stooges.
Okay,
nigga.
so wait, let's give a little bit of context because the people may be confused. Okay, so first of all, these guys sat down. Sean went over onto Cameron's show to talk about his connection or whatever he had with Brandy back in the day.
You was dating Brandy at one time, or y'all was just, how'd it go?
I was special, you know. He came in and wanted to be special. So I had to let him be special.
I mean, no lies told.
Yeah,
he was Shaq.
Okay.
He was the champion. He was the MVP.
Right.
I was Kobe, no pun intended, because they said Kobe was a special friend of Brandy's as well.
Right.
But no pun intended.
Right.
But I was coming out of high school on the championship team, and he was the superstar of the team.
Right.
But I definitely did want to be special. I definitely, but I had no idea. So what happened is we had a mutual friend who was a snitch.
Okay.
So I think he know who it is.
Right.
I'm not gonna expose him.
Right.
But so I was so excited because this is my dream person.
Right. Talk about Brandy.
Brandy.
Right.
I'm a poor kid, Brooklyn, watching MTV, watching Moesha, watching her on BET. And, as a dream, I'm like, man, if she was to know Sean, I got that.
Right.
So when I came up, she was in the crosshairs. Like, I was sniping.
Right.
And I had no idea though, because he was special.
Right.
So he was running that playbook
Right.
so discreetly, so quietly. I had no idea.
Yeah, he's sneaky.
Yeah, so he was an ultra sniper. But I was so excited.
Right.
So I kept telling one of our mutual friends, and he was snitching me out. And then so Brandy was like, "Yo, who you told you here?
Right.
How so and so know that you here with me right now?" And I'm like, "Oh." Man.
So this is what led Ray J.
That's what's up.
That's
you
what
elaborate.
That's my story.
Cause he crazy.
Nigga, and y'all looking real attractive. So when I see y'all niggas, y'all better not have that skirt on, nigga. Y'all better pull y'all panties up. You know what I'm saying? For real. I see y'all. I know where y'all at. Y'all be slipping too in Vegas, walking around the wind, acting like y'all winning. Nigga get some money and have to do 5,000 shows. Fucking bitch. Fuck y'all niggas. Hoe ass niggas. Give you a venereal, nigga. Terrible is crazy. Hold on, let me charge the computer. Blood on everything, bro. I give these niggas a venereal disease that they ain't never had before. I tattoo the fuck out these niggas, blood. Bend y'all niggas over, bro. Hit y'all from the back like this, nigga. Fuck it. Punks.
Boy.
We're Bussy Baby. We're back shots. Y'all come in and get some too, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Come in and get some of this. Get some of this Cameron ass. Nigga. I will not tolerate it, nigga. And neither will LA. I'm talking about all of Los Angeles, nigga. Everybody out here, nigga. Bloods, Crips, essays, smokers, crackheads, hoes on Figueroa. Everybody, nigga. The agency. Everybody. Nobody's gonna allow that to happen, nigga. Fucking cunts. You feel me?
Not cunts.
What said, nigga.
Yeah,
She probably never watch this type of shit. But I'm watching you, nigga. And I'm watching you close, nigga. And I see you shave your legs, nigga. I like that. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm talking about everybody. Niggas talking about my sister. Let me look up these niggas' moms and sisters and start posting their pictures. I'm gonna fuck your mom, your sister, nigga. Your I don't know how old y'all niggas are, but I'm fucking everybody in your family, nigga. Your daddy, everybody, nigga. If they dead, fuck them. I'm fucking them in they fucking corpse mode, nigga. Nah, that's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. I want to see shit everywhere, nigga. Y'all already walking around with white drawers on. We see the doodle streaks. Nigga, you fucking bitches. Y'all niggas is hoes anyway. Always talking shit about something. Just some hoe ass shit, bro. I'm a fucking journalist, nigga. And you see when I journalize shit, I tell niggas how it is, nigga. Y'all niggas, I'ma have all y'all niggas on my finger, nigga. You, and you. All y'all niggas stink, nigga. And I love it. You fucking clowns. Simpson looking ass niggas. Cameron, he fresh off a stroke. Dead homies. Nigga lip ain't been the same. That's why he stopped for a while. Then he came back strong. The nigga had to get better. You see that bottom lip, nigga? We know you had problems, nigga. Smoking crack or doing something you wasn't supposed to do, nigga, like what you just did, nigga. Y'all keep my sister's name out y'all mouth before I put my dick in all y'all mouths. Nigga. Y'all little bitches.
Someone has learned from Diddy.
That's exactly what I was
Fuck y'all
saying.
niggas. Clowns, cunts.
Girl, I
He's just
can't.
saying anything.
He is pissing Brandy off and embarrassing the shit out of her. I mean, I agree. Like, keep her name out y'all mouth. But how you step behind her and embarrass her too? Did y'all see the statement she released?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
She's got a book coming out.
She says, I had a platonic friendship with rapper Sean. In an unfortunate turn of events, that friendship is now being mischaracterized as we dated. Unequivocally, we did not. I'm not sure why an untrue narrative about a scope of what a friendship more than 20 years ago is being reshaped during his current media interviews. She says, people telling their version of my story is why I am releasing my upcoming memoir, Phases. It's time to tell my truth and debunk many of the misnomers that people think they know about my life. Additionally, I rarely release statements and typically ignore stories about me in the headlines, even when they're false. But when I do decide to stand up for myself, I handle things on my own. While I love my brother Ray J, I don't condone or support the messages he shared on social media and have not asked him to defend me in any form. I said, you better use this as promo, Brandy, and check your brother. I'm like, I know, baby.
I can't wait. Let me see when this book coming out. But I'm gonna say
March 31st.
Oh, okay, I'm about to put that on my Audible list. Okay, she better read it too. So this is what I was about to say. When it comes to Cam is a messy little bitch. And Mace is also a messy little bitch, just slightly less messy little bitch. And so all of that goofy ass laughing that they were doing is because they want to basically slap dicks and talk about how they all, both of them was trying to date Brandy at the same time. Shine's language was a little like, what's going on here? But what he said was, I was trying. Like, I was trying to pull her. He didn't say that he pulled you. He said he was trying to pull you and Mace won. Okay? So he didn't actually say that y'all were in a romantic relationship. However, Brandy, girl, I don't know why you thought you had a platonic relationship with Shine. I don't know why you thought that happened. Any of them niggas that was around you wanted to be with you or wanted to fuck. So that sounds like
she was married too.
Well, she lied about that. And that's another thing. I was
I
like,
know.
is she gonna lie in this book? Because that's what I was thinking about. Bitch, you about to lie? Or you gonna tell the truth?
She gonna tell her. I don't trust her. Let me say that. I don't trust that she gonna tell the truth in this book. But what I have been,
phase.
She gonna say what?
It was a phase.
You think she gonna tell the truth and just say it was a phase?
No, I think she just gonna. Nah, it was just
She
a
not gonna tell the
phase.
truth. I was going back and forth about if I wanted to say this, but I was thinking about it once we seen the video of Ray J. And God forbid that this is how it is. I don't know the future. But I'm thinking about the fact that Ray J came to us saying that he only had a couple months to live. And then his mama came up and backed up his statement and also said that he's not lying, that he does have a terminal illness. I'm going to go on a whim and say just because of the schemes that Sonya Norwood and her kids are good for setting up, I'm going to go on a whim and say that Sonya Norwood would very much put that statement out there, even if he didn't have a true medical condition, and that the condition is the fact that he's on drugs, and that if he continues to use drugs, he's going to pass away from heart failure related to drug usage. So she would rather us think that he had a terminal illness, since this is getting out of control, than to say that something may have happened or he lost his life due to drugs. So I pray and I hope that he really does turn his life around, but it's very much feeling like a scheme that's been set up to try to cover up all the antics that he's doing. Because Brandy ain't said nothing about him having a terminal illness. Princess ain't said nothing about him having a terminal illness. It's been him and his mama.
She did say that his eyes bleeding was real though.
Who said that? Princess?
Princess. Yeah, remember when his eyes was bleeding at that concert and we all thought it was fake and Princess was like it was real.
Oh wow.
But can your eyes bleed from using drugs?
I don't know, maybe.
He got some stress on him. Something going on.
Whatever it is, he caused it. Like whatever it is.
I wonder what guilt he's walking around with. Because I feel like he's carrying to me a lot of guilt, which makes him act out and react and do the things that he does. Mm-hmm. And this, I'm gonna say it. Does it go back to Whitney or something? Like
it might.
And you think about that?
Be a fucked up person. Like he the type of person I think, and I don't know this for a fact, but he's the type of person that would have bodies on him and we just wouldn't know about it. Like the way he was living his life. Well, yeah, like when he was young, he got in gang life really young because while Sonya and Brandy are on the road, Ray J is running around LA by himself. So when you listen to other people's stories about Ray J was always around grown adult people. As a young kid, he's always been in like gang life since a young man. And I think he's always been party life. It's always been drugs. It's always been partying since he was very, very young. And he has not slowed down. He's actually only gotten worse in the past few years than he was earlier on. So I definitely think there is some guilt from the Whitney situation, but I also feel like it just might be guilt just about how he's lived his life in general. Like he's a cruel motherfucker when he decides to be. Yeah, he's a horrible.
He keeps going back to this, like he keeps going back to this gay shit, and he's using it in a way to threaten. While he's like claiming his truth, but in a way where it's like you're very much unhealed. It's so sickening. It's like these are drugs. These are drugs that's fully exposing mental illnesses, because people don't realize that it be mental illnesses dormant in the back of your mind and sitting in your body just waiting for you to start some type of drug usage, and then it just comes to the surface, and that's what we're experiencing. So I just really got to question Sonya. Like I do think that this is a scheme that she set up to come to us saying that it's something terminal, when you very much can tell when somebody's drug usage is getting out of control, and that's the terminal illness right there.
I also think it's a possibility that, like a lot of boys, he was molested. Ray J gives some grown adult woman had sex with him when he was a child. Like
or man. I'm thinking of man.
Or man, because of the way he talks about the other shit. It could be either or, but y'all, people like to act like this shit don't be happening to kids all the time, but it kind of does, especially when the parents have a reason to not be there all the time.
Yep.
And he had
They
the
gotta watch their
prime,
kids.
yeah, bro. And the daddy was at the church doing whatever the fuck he was doing. And so Ray J was really left to like, be out in the street with the bloods and shit.
Wow.
It's
I
really
wonder if
sad.
we're gonna do that biography or
I need somebody to
gonna
tell a
tell
true
that story.
Ooh, that's another thing. I'm about to start reading this Tupac book that just came out. Because I saw the guy talking about it on TikTok, and he was like, I put together, like, I did my research. I did a really great comprehensive breakdown of this man's life, but people didn't want to hear it from him because he's white.
Oh, I seen that guy. He wrote a book, right?
Yeah,
Or
he
a few books. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And he was like, I really did go deep into his life. And he was saying that he just thought that a lot of people in the Black community didn't want to hear it from him, but also Tupac's fans don't want to know certain things about him because, they view him a certain way. They view him as hard and all of that. And so when you get into certain things, like he shot his own self in the dick, like, he often performed the hood shit in a way that wasn't always authentic. Because you're a Gemini, you can make yourself believe anything. It don't mean you really know what you're doing. Like, Pac was a theater kid. Now you a hood nigga that's shooting and all of that,
Yeah.
So yeah, I still want to read it because I want to hear everything that, they gotta say. And I know not Figueroa. Like, Ray J is definitely fucked some dudes and just feels bad about it. Yeah. But that's another thing. I don't know if have y'all ever seen that show? The show where they go to the spa, White Lotus. Like the last season of White Lotus, this white guy, I think it was Sam Crowell that played that part, but he talked about how terrible he was because he had suppressed his sexuality. So he went to Thailand and had sex with like femboys, and then eventually let them penetrate him, and then that released something for him, and he did that a lot. And he just kind of came to terms with the fact that, I like to get penetrated sometimes, and I like to mess with femboys and women and everybody. But it was like a thing where I feel like a lot of men, especially like rich men, go through this thing where they're really angry about something. And it's because they are suppressing it. They want to try it, even, they just want to express and they can't. And so
I also think that outside of the suppression, it's a drug. It's looking for the thrill. And a lot of times I don't think that it is geared to just natural sexuality. It's the chase of wanting control and power over all types of people. And to me, that's the part that can be sickening if they don't really get the healing from it, because it's like, if that's what you like, that's what you like. But what are you craving, essentially? So I feel like I see that a lot with the rich men. Like, even when I go to the strip with some of my friends, I have to look around because the dynamic a lot of times is old white man, young Black boy. And I be wondering, like, do y'all have a real connection, or are you craving, a piece of me? Are you fetishizing the Black boy? Is it like, the master and the slave mentality? Like the psychology behind it is the thing that bothers me, because I'm all for freedom of expression, but like, some people really need to go see a fucking therapist.
Trying to get to the next grossest thing, the next nastiest thing, the next worst thing. Neo be making me think about that. Like, because I remember when they was talking about how Neo was having unprotected sex with the prostitutes. It was like that was a portion of it. Like, he needed to have like the next thing, which was then like reckless sex. You know what I'm saying? So it was, and then what's that white man who they said was fucking dogs? Because Hugh Hefner.
What?
Yeah.
Was this on that documentary they did it?
Yeah. One of the models said she walked into a room and he was doing something to her dog. And she said after that, she never went back after that. She left after that. But it's like,
What all I'm thinking about is the girl is Sanaa Lathan. What she said to that guy in Love and Back. I guess she'll stick your thing in anything. God, dog.
Yeah, that's what they'd be doing.
That is like they do it to the turkeys at the Butterball factory. They do it to holes in the walls. A glory hole is a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really will put them things anywhere.
My God. And you know who that brings me to when we have this type of conversation? It takes me to Dwight Howard a little piece here. As he has also had
Good
allegations on him, not about dogs, but other things. And recently, the cops was called. And I'm gonna play this real quick where we get into the cops pulling up on his wife, Amy.
I can't hear the audio if it's audio.
Okay. Let me
Can you hear
unshare and share again. Say what now?
I was just asking if it was just me, like if Bondi could hear audio.
No, I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it.
Okay. No worries. We're going to try to get this fixed real quick. In the meantime, whoop, there it is. Okay. You guys go ahead and get your tickets if you have yet to do so. Okay. Let me see if I can pull
Last
this.
day for early bird. If you wait, you're going to have to pay a little bit more.
Period.
Shout out to the people that's already gotten VIP and early bird tickets out. Like, they were not playing at all. Shout out to them.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We can't wait to, do this in person with y'all. This is gonna be fun.
Definitely, definitely.
Oh, and y'all can Google that story about the Butterball turkeys, because that was like a few years ago.
Let me see if it'll play now. Y'all let me know if y'all hear the audio. Uh-oh. Y'all hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
My husband,
Okay.
whenever he gets upset, he locks me out the gate.
Okay.
Last night he lost custody of his daughter, not my daughter. Him and the daughter's mom, his baby's mom, have been in a 2-year ugly custody battle. The mom lives in Florida. He won custody, but she just won her battle. So you guys were here last night. We took the daughter and everything. He was in an upset stupor, going ballistic. I did not feel comfortable. He left out. I left out. When I came back, this is his third time doing it. The last time you guys came was like a year ago. And they told him to his face, they said, "This is Miss Howard. I've been here, living here. My address is on this driver's license." They said, "By law, Mr. Howard, you cannot do that." Yeah, I do have it in house. They said, "If you do that, don't you know, I could have ran through the thing by law, but I don't want to do that because
Where's your car at?
I Ubered here. Okay. My car is right here because last night it's a pink i8 sitting over there."
What's going on?
Y'all know what I just caught? And the video cuts off here. Of course, there's other video out there, but I'm just now catching the fact that she said y'all came out a year ago. Girl, that was like 2 months after y'all got married. 2 to 3 months after y'all got married. He had you called the cops on him? And so you had a lot of times to get the hell on.
She said she was going to leave, 6 months in? She left.
Yeah.
He said that in the video,
and mind you, she came to us after they had already been married for months. You could have kept this to yourself.
Shut up. If you're a wife, you need to just learn how to shut up sometimes. Girl, if you don't get your dumb ass off this internet with this.
Let me see if I can find his audio of him lying on her in my personal.
A year ago. Honestly, at this point,
she need a therapist because she was telling that cop way too much information. That shit was embarrassing.
My question to her is, to me, this man sound dangerous. She said she felt uncomfortable because she felt uncomfortable because how he was acting. He left the house and she left the house. It's time for you to pack your bags next time you leave the house. We can send your luggage. Like, I'm very concerned for her. Like, if she's continuing to play these games, and for what? Go stay with your homegirl. Let it go.
Yeah, she should have been got the hell on from that man.
She said she was sleeping in her car. I said, "Bitch, you dumb? You so stupid." Ooh, girl.
Behind a man. Still want to be with him. She still want to be with him.
Of course she does.
Did y'all see
husband
when he said she was teaming up with his other baby mama?
Yes.
I was like, teaming up? Like, you always think somebody like against you all the time, huh? I mean, I feel like you give them valid reason to be against you, but the way that you concocted that in your head, because she's not willing to do your bidding anymore, she's teaming up with the other baby mama.
And then,
And that's probably why he had all the baby mamas in the house with him during 2020, because he wanted to control all of them.
yes. And to me at the time, I kind of understood why they did it. Everybody was like getting on Royce about that. But I'm like, during COVID, and one of the other baby mamas had just died, I think. So it was like a time where it felt like, well, maybe, the world might be about to end. Maybe we should all just be together. I can understand why you would fall into that in that moment. Because that, it's fucking COVID, y'all. It's like the first time we ever dealing with our country shutting down. It's scary.
Right.
Outside of that, the other baby mama tried to get custody, like, temporary what is it called? Temporary emergency custody of her daughter, and they denied it because they said there was no reason. Now, this nigga's wife is on the internet with a bag full of coke allegedly, and you don't think that's enough reason for that little girl to go by her mama?
Exactly. And see, that's what I was confused about. I think I can't remember if I was reading from the Jasmine Brand or the Neighborhood Talk, because how I read that portion, it looked like that, because I was wondering the same thing. Like, if she's saying she's not feeling safe, then y'all should send her to her damn mama. But also, it looks like how it was written was that in order for her to file that emergency order, she had to do something else first.
Yeah,
so you gotta do this paperwork first before you can do that. Because I was feeling like they was withholding the baby from her too, but I don't know if they are or not. But that's just what it looked like. Okay, I'm like, well, maybe if she do that, they'll give her the child if she follows the proper protocol.
Yeah,
but I feel like, is it needed when defect steps in? That is an emergency, because where the baby gonna go? She can't go home. Y'all would prefer to put her with family, so why not send her to her damn mama?
And why not send that boy back to his grandmother?
You know what I also noticed, and I wanted to clock on Amy being with the bullshit.
What?
When she came to us last week, snotting and snorting and rubbing her hand across her nose, she said, our son, he had our son lie on us. But when she spoke to the police today, she didn't say our daughter. She said his daughter. His daughter. Wouldn't that be y'all's daughter too? That's interesting.
I'm also tired of her saying Miss Howard. Girl, Mrs. But also, shut up. Like, we know you ain't got to keep saying she's so proud to be this man's wife. She's so proud to be this man's wife, and he ain't worth shit. He ain't worth shit.
They have a prenup. Just get a divorce and collect your things.
She don't want to. You see that big ass
She
house
ain't got nothing
in front of? He made her give. That's another thing. Where that audio at?
Yeah, she gave up everything. She don't. She don't got nothing.
Yeah, he made her
give
up everything.
You can't go stay with a home girl. You can't get a sponsored post to pay your rent up for a year somewhere. Like, you should be able to. You have a lot of eyes.
The police officer asked her, so you don't have no money saved up? And she said, no, not yet. Now, so you mean to tell me you didn't get no money from selling your condo or selling your house? Because I know she had a house. We watched her buy a house.
She put everything that she had. I don't know if she put it in his name, but she just relinquished everything and let him take care of it all. And it sounded like what she was saying was if he was in charge of my insurance on my car, he would have canceled that too. That's what it sounded like. I'm like, damn. And she's like, my mom's husband, he takes care of everything, but he works a regular job or whatever. So I thought it would be okay for my guy to, take care of everything. Made her quit her job, loving hip hop. She not doing music no more. It's sad. You put yourself in this situation.
And look, I saw somebody say Mozzie laughing. Mozzie don't need to be laughing because that nigga was on drugs too. What y'all talking about? Nigga standing outside selling shit outside the gas station. She didn't need to be with him. She needed self-esteem enough to be by her fucking self. Be with you, bitch. Be with yourself. My God, how you build you build up so much. She bought that house. She built up this career, and you gave it all away for Dwight.
She bought the house with the guy, right?
Well, actually, it was her.
Didn't they buy a house together and then they broke up?
Yeah,
I think it was her.
I forgot it was her.
I think when they did that show that we saw, the reality show, I think they made it look like it was his as well, but I think everything was all hers because we really saw what it was once they got on Love and Hip Hop, because she was able to put him out then, like, you gotta go type thing. So
that's the equivalent of selling your soul.
It is.
She saw something that looked good, seeing the red flags, but thinking it'll be fine because I want to be taken care of. Girl,
she abandoned
herself.
She abandoned herself. Like, it's crazy.
You see how dangerous that's the epitome of when people say the man you choose or the partner you choose, let's just say that the partner you choose will dictate the outcome of your life. That's why I'm saying, like, she needs to leave. Now you playing games with this man. This is dangerous.
Somebody said in a comment that he's her dealer, and you know that's how dudes will get you. Like, at first y'all having fun sex that might have a little drugs in it, you know. Oh, you're gonna feel it more. And then you start getting addicted to the drugs because of the sex that y'all are having, and then you're addicted to drugs, but then you're also financially dependent upon him and emotionally enmeshed. And so now you're really not strong enough. So that is also a possibility.
Yeah, they say like 80% of relationships with abusers and narcissists also involve a secondary thing to link you to them. It's usually like finances or drugs. So I could see that he got all the things.
She has no children, y'all.
None.
A bunch of sisters, but no children.
And she can get out of this so easily. I wanted to just get to his part where he talking about her now.
I said she could have just went ahead and slid herself between the gates.
Literally. I can't hear that.
Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay. Let me try to refresh again.
Talking about I could have ran my car through this gate if I wanted to.
Girl, no,
but
you couldn't
didn't drive your car. You took an Uber.
She would have that gate would have fucked her car up. You see how tall that gate is?
Big ass wrought iron gate.
Do y'all see that the gate is kind of like slightly cracked a bit?
Yeah.
And he tried to say the dogs couldn't get out. And I'm like, they can though.
Especially if y'all leave the gate cracked like it is right now.
Right.
So
are y'all able to hear?
Yeah.
I didn't even want you to hear this, but I gotta let you know. I'm gonna officially retire from basketball. And I was having a ceremony in a couple of days. It's supposed to be tomorrow. She knows me. So she can do anything to ruffle my feathers, stop my stuff. She can do it. Last night we asked the cops to do something about her being here because she's gonna keep antagonizing me. And I know the rules. I know what's going on, and I'm cool with that. But this is my place. I've been here for 9-10 years. We just got married. She left the first 6 months. She was trying to get some money. Everybody telling me to do the right thing.
What is the right thing, Mr. Howard?
The right thing was to stay married or stay with somebody.
Okay.
And so I tried that, you know what I'm saying, forgiveness, whatever you want to call it. Brought it back in. The exact time when I brought it up in to the time she started going crazy was a full year. As soon as the year hit, she just went berserk. And so there's also been instances where she's jealous of my animals. I had
of your what?
My animals.
With these dogs?
I had another Malinois.
Okay.
That was killed under her watch. A couple of days before the dog died, she told me, I got something for you. But she said it in a way like, I'm going to do something too. I got something for you. And
you killed your dog? You can't prove it.
I'm not implying and saying that she killed my dog, but I would say that she was negligent because she was watching my animals when she said that the dogs got out the gate. Now, as y'all can see, that this gate is pretty big and strong.
Right.
There's no way these dogs can get out no matter what they do unless somebody open the gate.
Pushes it open, right? Okay. All right, that's all right. Yeah. All right. At the end of the day.
I'm afraid for my son. He does not feel safe around her. Something has to be done.
Okay.
Like, please.
Well, tell me what you think you want done.
To be here, she's trying to antagonize me. This is why she called you guys to come here.
So
she was not locked out the house. She was in there. She just yelled at me. She just walked outside.
Yeah, well, she said she went in through some other side gate.
Child.
You hear that? At the end, she said she went in another side gate. She playing games. They both playing dangerous games. Bonnie, you muted.
You muted.
She is playing games, but I also feel like it's more so to put him on blast for the shit that he's been doing. Like, you wanted everybody to know that he keeps locking you out of the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think she wants to put on a show and show everybody what's going on. And I also think she signed up for that shit, but I think he does all of the crazy shit that she says he does. Because I just think
so too. But also, at what point do you collect your things? This is dangerous.
But You know
Well,
how
she ain't got no pot to piss in.
window to throw it out.
Y'all, come on now. Like,
I want to stay by
y'all
somebody
think
else.
she ain't-
Yes.
Yeah.
But she don't want to leave. She doesn't want to leave. She wants the police and everybody to try to shame him into being a better husband to her. That's
It's
why
a
she that's why she keeps saying, "Oh, Miss Howard, you can't do this to Miss Howard, Mr. Howard." And it's like, girl, you can't. The police are not going to shame that man into treating you any better. Leave. But that's why, like, I am kind of leaning towards believing that she might be
She on
addicted.
drugs.
Yeah, because of
Hell yeah.
like, yeah, I do. Because that might be another reason why it's not that easy to go.
Now, see, I wanted to believe that she was hanging in there a little piece to see if she can get a little bit of spousal support. Now, somebody said Carly Red was able to finagle some spousal support out of the man. She wasn't married too that long.
Because Carly Red is smart.
Yeah.
She's always in it for the money. Amy, that's why I was like, people keep saying that Amy is in it for the money. Amy is not in it for the money exactly. She's in it for the man that comes with the money. But it's not necessarily about the money, because if that was the case, she wouldn't have been with Mozzie's broke ass, and she wouldn't have given up all of her things. She gave up all of her things. Like, why? If it's really all about money, I want your shit and my shit. Like, I'm not gonna get rid of my shit. So to me, I really do feel like it's more so about she wanted to be a wife, and she wanted to be a wife to a man who she felt fit a certain image. And
Yup.
she's goofy. She's a goofy.
What the fuck is he talking about? I'm officially about to retire from basketball. Ain't he
He
been
did.
retired?
No, he hadn't technically retired. Like, he couldn't play, but he wasn't technically retired.
So he was having a ceremony for that to technically be done.
Right after all this shit came out, he was at a basketball game, and they, like, you know, they said something to him or about him, and then he stood up and waved and shit. I said, I hate this thing.
I feel like he just brought that up just to be like, oh yeah, if you don't know, I'm the basketball player Dwight. If you don't, I'm the Dwight Howard. Like, yeah, we watching some real crackhead shit.
Them people come there all the
Real-
time. Them people know you. Yeah, for
My
real.
God. As we talk about people leaving their marriages and everything, I want us to talk about Tiana Taylor, because ever since Tiana left Iman, I feel like my girl has gone up, you know, and I don't know if people can really take it, because I feel like she's being overly scrutinized lately than she has been ever before for some reason. And I want to tap into that. Y'all know the Oscars happened earlier this week or over the weekend. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler and the Sinners cast, because they won big. And Tiana's her team won for a film. What is it called? Another Battle, or One After Another?
One battle after another.
One battle after another. They ended up winning an award, right? And Tiana goes up to accept the award with her team, and people did not like how she reacted to this. Okay, so let us check it out. I may have to start it over.
We can hear it.
Because tonight, for casting, actor in a supporting role, adapted screenplay, film editing, directing.
So she puts this man, Paul Thomas Anderson, in a headlock, and the people got upset. Now, that's not the only thing the people got upset with Tiana about, right? The people felt the way that Tiana was standing in front of Regina King, because at a previous award show, I think they could have presented an award together, and the people was looking like, why Regina King looking like that? Ooh, she do not like Tiana, da da da. And I'm like,
Yeah, they've been saying that for a minute.
maybe they had something else on their mind.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. I think that Regina may not like whatever's going on with the movie, maybe. Like, it might be some other shit with that movie that is an issue for her that may not have anything to do with Tiana, because I just can't see her disliking Tiana just because Tiana is getting shine. Like, Regina Hall is, you know, I don't think that's her, you know, because she's always like low-key, not the main character, but the main character's best friend. Like, you know, like, so I don't think that's the issue. Also, when it came to her putting that man in the headlock, like, if he didn't complain about it, why are y'all upset?
Exactly.
Like, shut up.
Obviously, they have that relationship.
Right?
Obviously, they have that relationship, is what it looked like. What was Regina Hall like a lead in the movie or something? Like, why are they feeling some type of way?
She wasn't. She was in it, but I wouldn't say she was a lead. Like I felt like she was only in it for a little while, and I actually wished I had seen more. I didn't really like the movie. I think that Tiana did a good job in the role, but I don't think the movie was all of that fucking good in the first place. But however the girls get their awards and get their things, I'm happy for them. But to me, the movie wasn't that great.
Oh, my bad. Did I say King, y'all? I mean Hall. I do that with them all. I think I called her Regina. I do that all the time. I'm so sorry. They so different. So different. But yeah, I saw nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I feel like Tiana is at a place now where it's definitely a situation where people will build you up to break you down just a bit for some reason. Because the extraness that Tiana gives us is what she's been doing ever since Sweet 16. And if you know her from then you know that's her personality. I guess if you're new to her, now that she's gotten this new level of success, maybe you're not used to that and it's cringing you out. But I don't think that it should. I feel like other people be out here doing way worse things. And the folks don't be cringed out about it.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Sure.
I think another thing is like she seems too excited around these white people. And to me, it's not, they were acting like it's taking up space. I want her to take up all the space that she wants to. I want her to put that nigga in a headlock and all of that. But it's like, don't get too excited and think that because y'all did that film together, that then people are going to care about you in a way that they usually do not care about black people. I just want you to be clear because it is her first time really at this level. And I am worried that she is, like that she's going to be too trusting because we saw her do that with Chris Brown and, a lot of the men she works with. Okay. She will, like genuinely care about these people in a way that they do not do for her. And I think that might also be a part of it.
You said something, Bondi. And I'm going to try to find the video so that I can show y'all. But, you can go ahead, Niecy, while I'm looking for this.
Girl, now she just said
they feel like she acting like she ain't ever been nowhere before. I honestly didn't think anything that I saw was inappropriate. I think they just feeling some type of way about seeing Tiana Taylor being named amongst the white folks. Because what did she win? She just won not an Oscar, but what she win before?
She won a Golden Globe.
Globe.
Best actress.
Yeah, Yes, I think a lot of people are feeling like she's undeserving. This is their first time hearing of her, so they being extremely critical. And I don't even think it's black people doing it. Honestly, I think it's the other people.
I felt like I saw some black people saying shit, like she's embarrassing and why you doing all that, girl, and this is ghetto, people. But I do feel like, black people in general, I think we have a lot of subconscious shit that sticks with us from like slavery and Jim Crow and civil rights. And one of those things is not to make too much of a fuss in front of white people because you don't want to draw attention to yourself. I had to learn how to like get rid of that feeling because I would do the same thing. I would be like, me and Lyric were out somewhere and say he talking or laughing too loud. I would get nervous because in my mind it's like, don't draw too much attention to yourself type of thing. And that's because my dad kind of trained me to think that way. And I get why, but also like calm the fuck down. Like fuck these people. Yeah. Like for real, fuck these people. She can be as ghetto as she wants to be. Like y'all put that nigga in a presidency. Like that lady can act as much of a fool as she wants to down than white people award show. What they gonna do?
Okay.
I mean, shit. That's what I'm wondering. Like, I can't understand them saying she do too much when we have Tiffany Haddish. The only person I've ever felt that way about has been Tiffany Haddish. I've never felt that way about anybody else that I could think of in recent times. Like they doing too much or they being embarrassing. Like Tiffany Haddish for sure.
And that was, somebody said about the fucking a white man, you get an Oscar. Yeah, that's another part about it. I didn't like that it was far too reminiscent to what happened with
Halle Berry.
Yes. Even though I feel like Halle Berry was deserving, like she got it for that, but it was just like with Denzel. He got it for that movie, but it's almost like he deserved it years ago. For Malcolm X, he should have got it. But they give it to you for when he's playing the dirty cop and all of that. So yeah, I feel like and Tiana did an amazing job in 1001. Like she did great in that role. This role she did good in, but I also just didn't like the movie. Like the movie was also low-key boring to me. Like it just wasn't that great of a film. And I think a lot was cut out. I would have liked to see more from them nuns. But ultimately, I think this movie was slightly hyped. But I'm gonna let it live because I'm happy that she got her things. Like Tiana has been in the game for a long time being ignored.
Yeah. I just want y'all to hear this quick thing that this young lady said.
You can't hear the audio.
Oh God.
I will say I like her
Oh,
hair.
audio.
Her hair look good.
Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all.
I don't know why it just made me think of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead, Jamie. Pub.
You could go ahead, Niecy.
It really, it's nothing. It was just when I seen this girl's black hair on the screen, it made me think about when I was a kid. My mom really liked black hairs, like jet black hair. So she would dye her hair jet black. I think I was in like 6th grade the first time. And every now and then I would dye my hair jet black. It would grow out a little bit brown, jet black. That jet black hair be eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Out loud, and yeah, we've all noticed. So Tiana Taylor is beautiful and talented. We absolutely love her. Wish her the best always. But she absolutely did the thing. She did the thing, and I knew she did the thing back in December when All's Fair aired, and episode 2, literally episode 2, or maybe it was episode 3, when she got pregnant, when Kim Kardashian's husband in the show, it's a show, she did the thing, the symbol that Jim Carrey did, and he stuck his tongue out through. Yeah, she did that symbol over her womb, letting us know that she absolutely, I mean, I guess she threw in the towel. She got tired of grinding and doing it organically. She went ahead and went into that society and did what needed to be done for her career, and that's why we see her everywhere. Mind you, she's been out since forever, and now we're seeing her everywhere like we should. And you're probably thinking she's finally getting her flowers. That's not how Hollywood works, babes. That's not Hollywood. At this point, I think we should all understand and notice by now, that's not how Hollywood works. It's not by hard work. That's not how this works, right? You got to do the thing. And she did. Still love her, but if you're wondering, why are her characters the same? Let me not leave out the most important part about all of this is when she did the thing, guess who was in the scene with her? Kim Kardashian, who we know is deep in that. That's who she did the scene with. And I also found that interesting too.
Let me see if the comments got the thing, because I saw the
like I'm thinking that they mean she fucked somebody for a role. Like that's what it, or fuck somebody for like what are they talking about?
That's not the thing. I'm gonna see if the comments got the thing. Yeah, it's a symbol. Yeah.
Is she trying to say she inducted into like
Illuminati?
The Lotto?
Yeah. I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Let me see. Dang, they got the photos on here. So basically, it's a pyramid upside. There you go. There you go. I knew I went tripping. Okay, there we go.
The hands, the vagina hands.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, go to hell. People did that in the news.
This is what the people saying. I'm like, that's a film. I don't know.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. Tiana Taylor is extremely talented.
I agree.
I definitely think she could have got here by talent. But with anything over these past few years, like just seeing shit happen and unravel, I'm not gonna completely say this girl don't know what the fuck she talking about.
I just feel like it's the dead. I just feel like since she got rid of that dead weight, she's been able to soar because it's on brand for a lot of women. Once they let go of that man, you know what I'm saying? They begin to soar because it's something about doing better than him. And depending on who your partner is.
That's absolutely possible. But the shit she talking about be happening too. So I'm not gonna say that it's like impossible.
I did this one time, like A-OK, like I did something like this. And then they were all in the comments, oh my God, Bondi's in the Illuminati. And I didn't even know what the fuck they were talking about.
Girl, shut up. Are you serious?
No, yes. They did that to me when I was on YouTube. It was all in the comments. And I was, oh, Bondi sold her soul to the devil. Because I did this in a video. Because they think this is a hand movement that means the Illuminati. And I'm not saying that stuff like this does not happen. But what we actually learned is more often than not, somebody's fucking somebody. Like that's normally what we find. Like somebody's either fucking a kid or somebody's getting fucked, or somebody saw somebody fuck a kid, or somebody introduced somebody to a kid that they can fuck. Okay, that is a lot of the weird shit that be going on. To me, if it was a casting couch situation, I don't believe that. I honestly feel like Tiana Taylor probably has worked with and rubbed shoulders with the right people in recent years. Especially doing a lot of like the staging work for other performers and stuff. To me, that work I feel like is really what pushed her more into acting and shit. But yeah, no, I don't think so. I think that when you're in the industry, you have moments where you abandon yourself for what you feel like is your goal. That essentially are moments where you sell your soul little by little. Every time you abandon yourself for something that gives you outside validation, that's what really selling your soul is. So I think it is a little bit more personal. And it's a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, like complicated, but I don't think it's as easy as, oh, I did a role, I put a hand movement, now I'm in the Illuminati.
Yeah, I think it's what you're saying. It's selling yourself in exchange for something, or it's exactly what you just said. I don't think it's like writing her name in blood, but I do think that there's an understanding of people who have given parts of themselves for something in exchange. I don't know if it was Tiana Taylor. I don't know if this hand symbol means it, but I'm saying I think those things are actually rampant through Hollywood for sure.
What do you mean? Nah, there's no rubbing shoulders with the right people. Okay, sure.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Don't you dare.
Oh my God.
I'm nervous.
Don't you
Oh
dare.
my God.
Oh
Wait,
my
God. Are you guys
Beyonce.
ready?
What she do? What Beyonce
No,
do?
girl, Lotto. Girl, Lotto.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we
oh
knew
my
that.
God. We knew this. We
knew. But that's
can
cute.
I say, I do get annoyed with people being so ready to announce other folks' pregnancies. Like, can y'all just like hold what y'all got a little bit? Y'all be ready to ruin their surprise. But let me hop on her live real quick. See what she's
I'm gonna need for you not to show up with your stomach all out.
Wait, so she brought music too? Come on, Lotto. I'm excited for her. I'm excited for Lotto. But so I'm glad she put it out there because I'm expecting to see her at one of these Cardi B concerts, right? And I said, if she does not come out on that stage, then she's pregnant. So I feel like Cardi already hit her up and she already signed the contract to show up. So it's like, well, let me go ahead and put this out here since I know I'll be at your show next month anyway. So Lotto is prego. How y'all feel? Y'all don't like that she prego by that married man, allegedly?
I don't really give a fuck. I feel like I don't think that he's done anything to embarrass her. And I don't know if this man is acting body. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
No, truly, I don't know if this man is actually married. Like it's a rumor that has been going around for so long. I don't know if he's actually married. I don't really feel no type of way. She been with him for years. And if this is a decision that they both made, then I don't really give a fuck.
I don't care, but I also don't get as excited when people get pregnant these days because it's like, these days, also like, entrapment. Like when women have babies with niggas and it gives like you really want the baby because you want the relationship with the man. Did you really want a baby or did you have the baby because you want to have this link to that man? I wonder about that because, I think people, and also I just think a lot of times people don't be thinking about what it really means to have a baby. Like I think they think the shit look cute. And so it's like you look beautiful, you got money. Girl, yeah, I think people underestimate how difficult it is to have a baby, especially if you're in, single and you got a career and all of that. And now you're about to have a baby and be in a situation with a man. Also, I don't know if they think about how these men be after and how now you've created a link to him forever. So, and that's another thing I'll be thinking about, like, oh, girl, you just gave this man a tool to control you with. That's but I'm happy for her. She look beautiful.
Like if we knew more, I would be concerned. Lotto, I feel like, has always voiced that it sounds like when she raps, she understands like what it's like to have a baby, like, or understands the ramifications that come with it. And I definitely think that if she thought that she was pregnant by the wrong person, she definitely would get an abortion. Just based on listening to her music, I feel like she would. But it's also one of those things where it's like you don't know till you in it. So I hope that because she's been dating him for so many years, I hope that she has a good understanding of who he is, which is why I'm like not trying to like see it from a negative place. It is something that could turn negative because like having a baby or doing anything life changing, like we said at the beginning of the episode, is a really vulnerable position to be in. Like there's always going to be change. But I also feel like she'll be fine either way. This is baby number one. Cardi got 4 kids and, you know, was still married and had a baby with somebody else, and people was rooting for Cardi. So I'm like, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Even if she's not with the nigga.
This is true.
I think I just made some people that shouldn't have had kids upset in the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't be meaning to hit y'all in the gut, you know, about how y'all didn't
What
think.
they say?
Child, they say, how you gonna talk about having kids when you don't? Why you always talking about people who have kids when you don't have any? Like, oh, I didn't know I needed to have kids in order to see that some people don't need to be kids. I mean, don't need to have kids. I don't know. I told y'all, like, I was trying to be smart because I probably would abuse my kids. That's why I didn't have any. But I also feel like, you know, I don't know why it's a bad thing to like be worried when women have babies, because like it's usually a really hard time for them. The relationships change after that. If he's an artist, he's always traveling, like, you know, the support system. It's just a lot that goes into it. And I really feel like, you know, people don't think enough about all of the things. They just think they love the person and, oh my God, a beautiful baby, you know, a little beautiful light-skinned baby gonna come out, you know. So I'm sorry. Like, I feel like people should really think more before they have children, because a lot of y'all don't do right by them children and y'all swear up and down y'all doing y'all best. So yeah, but like I said, I don't know them. I don't know them people, but somebody did say my thing in the comments, which is that their relationship has always kind of seemed slightly imbalanced. Like she's super, super excited about it. And he is like, you know, I ain't talking to nobody about nothing I got going on. And then you pregnant, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like,
about him one time though.
Huh?
She only talked about him one time.
That's true.
Like,
Actually, I never knew she said anything about. Well, yeah, she did when she said 21 outside the Watch What Happens Live. Other than that, everybody puts her business out there. They be ready to expose her tea before she could say anything. Now, one thing she does do is talk about my man. We just don't be
she
doing
does. And I always assume she's talking about him. So I don't know.
When did she say my man? What you talking about when she
raps? When she talks about my man do this and that, my man this that. When she raps in her rap, she talks about her man.
I haven't caught it that direct. I ain't never caught her
she
saying
never
my man in a rap song.
And I'm not coming off that.
You don't hear her say, I mean, she doesn't say my man, but she references her man in different tracks that she does. But it's usually I don't think that is a fight or like a bad thing though. I mean, that's her relationship.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
right.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that is something that has given me pause, because that is usually how shit go. Men play it cool and women be all la, I'm in love and he's amazing. But like, you know, niggas be flaw sometimes. Like they play it cooler and the girl is over there, you know, all in love and shit. And to me, I don't know them. I don't pay attention like that, but that's how I perceived it.
Yeah.
So you think he need to get the same energy online that she gives?
Not even really online, but it's like, have we ever even seen them out together?
No, except for when people were kind of stalking them down in Mexico. I think that was the only shot they probably saw them together on vacation.
But it's just also like, she annoyed me the way she talked. I'ma just tell y'all in that Watch What Happens Live interview, the way she talked about anything where it's like, you know, oh no, I can't say anything about that. I can't, you know, I can't speak on that because that kind of made me feel like, what is going on in y'all relationship to where you scared to just have an interview when you don't even really talk about this man specifically? So why can't you just, you know, engage in the conversation? That made me feel like they, you know, if they are in a relationship, these conversations are being had about how you show up out in the world and you my girl, but it's not really publicized in that way.
I think when she was on Watch.
Go ahead, Niecy.
When she was on Watch What Happens Live, I agree with you in saying that interview was annoying because I really did. Okay, so 2 things happened to where I was like, oh yeah, she pregnant for sure. One, they dropped that trash ass song together. And I like Lotto. I really do. But that song that she dropped with 21 was so fucking trash. And that was like the announcement to the world. I think that came after she did the interview on Watch What Happens Live. And she talked about 21. She didn't say who, but obviously she was talking about 21. It felt very similar to me to whenever Cardi came to us and started calling Stefan her boyfriend all of a sudden. It was like, girl, that wasn't your boyfriend, but I guess you want to come to us and feel like you want us to believe that you have a steady foundation, or you want us to feel, you basically want to prep people on how to react to the pregnancy announcement. So I think that's what she was doing on Watch What Happens Live, which is why it feels like all of a sudden she's coming off strong. Whereas before, I feel like it was pretty even. They really didn't say much about each other at all. But I think as the woman, she carries that, why did you get pregnant? You fucked up, because she's the woman. So she's coming forward having to lay the vibe that this is a safe space. She loves her man and all that stuff. So that way we take it the right way. Whereas he don't have to say nothing really. And she really didn't have to say nothing either, but I understand why she did, because so many people having opinions about women getting pregnant. Like, oh, you done fucked up. So yeah, I think it's very similar to what Cardi did.
And
but that's not Cardi boyfriend.
If you just want to have a baby, then you don't need a nigga to just have a baby. So I don't think maybe she just wanted a baby. I don't think so. I don't think people just want to have a baby when they're like, I think it's about the relationship with the person too. I think I want to have a baby with this person. Because if she was single, would she have had a baby right now? Probably not.
I think she felt comfortable after all of these years of being with him. I think she probably was like, it's time. And, maybe she like, if I don't have a kid now, then after I get this age, I ain't having no kids. Like, so. But congratulations to her.
Yeah, still.
What you said? She in love?
Nah, I feel like she's super young. How old is she?
Oh,
yeah, like what
she's
she got?
27.
I think
she's very young.
Yeah,
she's only 27.
I think that's not a bad age to have a child.
No, it's not.
Nah, it's a good age. So,
right.
more power to them.
Mm-hmm. She finally announced it, child. The people was on her neck. You gonna tell us you pregnant? You pregnant? We know your business. You pregnant? Go ahead and let us know. Child, the way y'all be dragging folks, I understand they don't want to tell you shit. But either way.
Oh, that's a good comment.
Congratulations. Which one?
The lady said, I'm scared for ladies who get pregnant now because the men instantly get turned off and start cheating. Like, damn. I don't know if that's everybody.
I don't think that's everybody, but I do question who said it wasn't already happening.
I mean, he is a rapper. That's another thing. Like, I just don't be thinking that rappers are responsible people all the time, or that they're going to show up the way a mother actually needs them to show up because of how crazy schedules can be and how artists are just in general. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's fair too. Those are all fair. Literally, it could go either way. A lot of times it go the way you're talking about.
Yes.
And I don't know what to make of 21 for real. I feel like he a man of little words. I don't really hear him talk or say really shit about nothing.
Nothing. He just
except for when he get on somebody's track.
And that's good. That's a good way to be.
I think he shows up in life the way he showed up in that hallway when he was riding that wall. Like, just probably trying to be out the way, I guess.
That's what I was thinking.
Good. Congratulations. Good luck. Next thing I want to get into is Mama D saying that her baby is about to be canceled.
Her baby.
Love and Hip Hop, ATL.
Now, can I say this? Y'all watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't think we're coming back. This is our last season. I have enjoyed you. I have watched you as you watched us. I have always tried to paint a picture of what's been going on in our lives. I don't know about other cast members. I can tell you about Mama D and Scrappy, right? I can tell you it's been hard. It's been changing. It's been an experience. It's been a lot. Just know that we may not be coming back after this season. And so thank you for caring and sharing. Thank you for believing in Mama D, even from the word.
You just be saying shit.
Because I did my best
sharing.
to interject my life.
You
watched
your
us
life?
cry. You have watched us turn on each other. You have watched us fight. You have watched us agree and disagree. But at the end of the day, we're all human. We of a race that I can call mankind. It doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor, black or white, Democrat or Republican, or bipartisan.
Bipartisan.
Thank you for loving Mama D. Thank you for following Scrappy in his journey. That sometimes he don't listen to his mom, but I love that's my son.
Listen, y'all can't take Mama D off the show. Like, y'all can't take her off my screen just yet. This lady is a fool. I don't know what Democrat and Republican got to do with anything, but Mama D is hilarious. Now, it does not confirm for sure that the show is going away, but I mean, they haven't made no announcements about the other shows when they snatched them off the air. They just goddamn snatched. So it's possible that ATL may be going away. How y'all feel about that?
I'm low key sad because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in the mess this season. Like, I've been watching, so I'm sad about it. But at the same time, all good things come to an end if that's what needs to happen. But I also feel like y'all don't need to get rid of this shit. Y'all need to just add on more people. Y'all need to add on different people. Let some of these old hoes go and add some new people. But the show, to me, is still being produced very well. Like, I'm still enjoying watching the show. So I kind of feel like, I don't know why y'all want to cancel now. I've been talking about how y'all hoes need to go back to doing reunions. Like, y'all trying
Do you believe that, Brandy? I don't believe it.
Well, people have said, Chaotic said it, right? They did say that they were gonna cancel Love and Hip Hop Miami, but they have been doing this thing where they extend the seasons. So now it's like, we're on episode 20 or some shit of season 7 or 13. Girl, I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know, but they are making a lot of changes. Y'all know that, people have bought the channel and all of that stuff that happened with Paramount Plus. I mean, Paramount. So I don't know. I hope not, though.
We gonna see. I feel like when I've been watching this season, something hits a little different to where I feel like they've been trying to subtly turn it into a low budget Real Housewives in a sense, just seeing the ladies go over to Martha's Vineyard. So it makes me think that they are still trying to figure out their formula after all these years. And I feel like y'all effed up the formula when y'all sat up there and brought Yandy over and tried to build the show around Yandy. Ever since then, y'all been trying to find y'all footing for some reason. I don't know why, don't know what that is, but very much so odd. And y'all didn't want to invest in growing up hip hop. I feel like growing up hip hop was a bit more entertaining than Love and Hip Hop ATL.
I mean, kind of.
It felt so dated. It felt so dated.
Growing up hip hop?
Only certain parts were entertaining. Only certain parts. And also, I didn't want to see what the fuck was going to happen with Egypt and Sam. I didn't want to see that. Because it looked like something sad happened. I don't know what two children are doing in a situation with split ends.
Oh, Jesus.
And her ends are so split, y'all. Her ends are so split. My God,
I thought she was Bob.
She was at one point. She should have stayed. Like, she one of them girls that don't know what to do with their hair. So if you're not gonna get locks or a short, cut, you need to do something. Get braids or something. But stop coming outside with your hair, stiff and thin like that. And then her head big. Y'all know that's not a good combo.
I think Love and Hip Hop, if they stay, I think Kirk and Rashida, if y'all go, that's fine. I think y'all storyline is the most interesting it may have been with the situation involving y'all son.
Yes.
Yandy and Mendices, please have a seat. Y'all need a break. Take Carly Red with you. You could also take Spice as well. You have to keep the Bam. You have to keep Scrappy and Mama D.
Yeah.
They got too much going on to
The
not
way-
have them on this show.
I love the Bam this last episode. The Bam sat down with Selma and said, I'm going to hold you. First of all, she said, I'm going to bring out my paper and pen. She said, okay, now what year did y'all get together?
Yes.
That shit was, I was like, this is why I love Bam so much. And then also because just when we thought Bam might have started fucking with Scrappy again, that lady said, I will never fuck with that nigga again. I said, oh, I hope that stays true up and through Christmas. Because y'all showing the fuck was together a lot between Christmas and the New Year. And y'all had me worried.
You know, when I saw him sitting up there talking to the baby mama, I said, I hope Bam don't go back to that. Like, I hope she don't even think. Like, I don't know. Some part of me is like, if you want a hunch, I guess.
Yes.
But honestly, hell no, because he really the one that's too fertile, honestly. And I'm like, don't. And you got to deal, because it's not even just dealing with Scrappy, it's also dealing with that baby mama. And now that you're not his wife or his girl, you ain't got to deal with her, because she seems to still want Scrappy. I do think Scrappy still gives her reasons to want him. But you know what? Bam said that Scrappy was cheating on her, right? And Scrappy denied it. Then you got this girl coming to the front saying, oh, that threesome wasn't the first time we messed around. We did it before. So now I'm like, yo, did you mess with him while he was married to the Bam? And this is what she was talking about this whole time?
Or they had just fucked around while they was on that show before he chose a girl.
She made it seem like it was before. Well, I don't know. I felt like she was saying it as in before that show, because around that show, I thought that's when she got pregnant. So I was thinking even before that show,
I thought
they started messing around.
She got recruited to come on the show, low
Say
key,
what?
because I said it low key sounded like that's how she got recruited to come on the show, was because she was already fucking with him. Because she said we have been fucking for a while. And the threesome was just something that happened. And it sounded like it was just a story they stuck to. But I did see Bam comment on that post on Reality Entertainment TV. She was like, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise is what she said in the comments.
Wait, on what post?
On Reality Entertainment TV.
I think their page is down.
But Reality Entertainment TV posted the, how they do the little episode clips of him sitting down with the two baby mamas. And that's the post that Bam commented on and said, surprise, surprise.
So because she already said, Bam said, he left from me and then went to Erica and she opened the door for him. And, now he's trying to come back, but no, he can't come back here. I'm not like everybody else.
Also wanted to call out in that scene, surprise, surprise, he had a dangly earring on. Not just any dangly earring, but a dangly cross earring. Those be the most fuck boys. Those be the ones that don't mean well.
He's been going to therapy, so he's been learning language to use against women. And then he can't even keep his lies straight. Like, to me, you could tell that Shakira was telling the truth. I don't care what's going on. Every time you go over there, you trying to fuck that girl. You're not just trying to see that baby. You just like all the rest of these niggas hitting that girl up at 2:00 in the morning trying to get some coochie. Okay, then you can see the baby and then leave. Like, come on. He was doing exactly what she said. But to me, I already know that Brittany moved on because she got online and said it. But I'm glad because, girl, think about what it would have been like to be the parent to Scrappy, because that's what that's what he needs. And in these relationships, these women show up as parents to him because Mama D didn't do it. And that's why I get so aggravated with Mama D performing, because Mama D reminds me of an older woman that wants to pretend as if they've gained wisdom because they're older, but really they didn't do any of the work that's required to have wisdom in age. They just have age. So they perform having wisdom, and that's why she does all of that extra shit with her language and the way she speaks. It aggravates the fuck out of me because I'm like, bitch, if you was actually worth your salt, your son wouldn't be putting everybody through this.
A bunch of nothing, just charades, let me sound all big and grand. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Using words all out of context. Like,
integrate. What she say? Integrate my life.
She said, interject my life, girl.
Interject my life.
You mean share your life? Just say share, bitch. Stop trying to think of a smart word for share and then end up on the wrong word, because that's what happened.
Yeah,
I'm screaming.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, I just want to say it's funny seeing the two baby mamas. Wait, not the two, because one of them not a baby mama.
Yeah,
one's
no,
a baby
he's
mama,
just a
one's a girlfriend.
Yeah.
They're very pretty girls, and they look like sisters. They look just alike.
I didn't think they look just alike, but they feel like they look similar because Scrappy has
Very
a type.
similar.
Like
No,
it's
that's what I'm
different
saying.
gradients.
The type is so similar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I saw somebody online say they look like different variations of
Mama D.
Erica.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, Bam looking different than Erica to me though. Bam looks the most different to me.
She does.
Oh, she wasn't included.
Yeah,
when
she's
they said
not.
that.
Oh,
They were
okay.
just talking about the other two.
Shakira look a little bit like Deborah to me.
Who the hell is
remember.
Deborah?
That's Mama
Mama
D.
D?
real name. Yeah.
Mama D.
Oh,
Because
I
I
was like,
mean,
which
like
one's
the younger pit. That's why I'm saying Deborah, because it reminds me of like what she probably would have looked like younger. But there is a
And
similarity.
Shay don't really fit the Shay kinda, but not really.
He never really chose Shay. He used Shay.
And he ain't really choose Shakira ass either. And she the one that just got pregnant.
And that's why she doing all that, because she felt played, because, you know, we were spending time together. I had a baby for you and you chose another girl who seems more classy than me to be your girlfriend. And it is him trying to shit on her. And I feel like she is exactly what he deserves, because how dare you think that you're better than that girl to where you could lay down and put a baby in her, but she not good enough to be your girlfriend. Boy, fuck you. Like you ain't got shit going on like that. He has a real inflated sense of self. And that's why you wanted to fuck with that girl anyway, because that's what the true level that your ass is on. But you like to pretend like you on a whole nother level, just like your mama. Just like your mama.
Yikes.
Daryl. Oh, I wonder who we gonna run into in Atlanta. I hope we run into someone. Who doing a club appearance? That'd be fun. When we go to ATL in May. That's Cinco de Mayo weekend.
I would be interested to see who.
We might have to do something, because a bitch loves some tacos and a margarita.
That is that weekend.
Oh wait, somebody asked us about Jock. Did we talk about Jock body? Listen,
Jock look great.
Jock looks excellent. Okay, I still don't want to see him moving his dick in a circular motion. Okay, I don't want to see him spinning it around and all of that like Spectacular be doing. But at least 2 or 3 of them up there look good. I just don't understand why, if you know you a little fluffy, why not put on a beater? Like, for instance, J Bug. J Bug is up there looking a little fluffy. Now, Omarion too. They both have muscle, but they're older now. So now we have weight that we didn't used to have. And instead of us putting on clothes, we just still gonna go out here naked. And listen, I'm all about, you know, body positivity, but we can't do that.
No, I like a little
in real life. In real life.
Okay, what you saying? Not on the show. I mean, I think I would like it at a concert too. I'm not gonna hold you.
Let's pull it up so you can see.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see, because I don't.
Oh yeah.
It's just something about it. I feel like, and I even said this. I said you would enjoy this if y'all was just in a room together. Like if this was just you and your man and he walked out with a mask on and his belly out with a leather vest and some leather jeans and he about to hump the ground and he can fuck you for at least 15 minutes after he finishes his set, then yes, this was an excellent experience.
Is this the page? I think this the page.
But to see how many of them are up there with no shirt on and it's just belly and titties all over the place. As a woman, I just kind of feel like it's unfair for you to have.
What are we looking for?
Let's see. Oh my, okay, Rick had a shirt on, thank God. So Baby Blue, Pretty Ricky and them, and then Omarion and them at some point. There go Jock, he was just naked.
Yeah, this Jock.
You know, if you see any naked body, but Baby Blue being up there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
Jock,
crazy. I never in my life thought I'd be attracted to young Jock.
I'm screaming. So now y'all see why Kendra over there showing her head. I'm screaming.
Been saying that though. I've been told y'all that there's no way that young Jock is not like killing the coochie. Okay, there's no way. He has way too many kids. It was way too many women that showed up for him one episode. back when he was still fucking with Carly Red, all of his baby mamas, all of them showed up and everybody was acting like they still like Jacelle.
I'm trying to find that image of Young Boog though, Jay Boog, because he was legit out here without this shirt on.
Yes, he was. And that's the clip I saw. I saw it on TikTok. And when I saw that, I said, we doing too much.
Is it the black suits with the open vest? I think I seen it.
Them niggas didn't have nothing on but pants when I saw it.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I was like, this is getting out of hand. Like, y'all can't put on no clothes. Like, that's all I was saying. Just put some clothes on. Like, fuck.
Maybe Jay Boog was ready.
When Usher come outside with no shirt on, even though he's in shape, those pants are high-waisted. Have some respect.
You know, Lucky, his wife been looking good lately.
Yeah, you sent that picture. She looked good.
I was like,
he has a type ever since he stopped fucking with Tamika.
You think?
I feel like wasn't this one and the one before that kind of looked the same?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they had like a very homely vibe. They had a homely vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah. Ew. Not witnessing your face.
Why you saying ew?
No, I'm saying ew because of the caption. Witnessing your cousin, like you announcing for us this your cousin.
Jeez,
you want to
tell
okay.
Yeah, let's get into it. I can't wait to.
That's what Bundy talking about.
This wasn't the clip I saw. This wasn't the clip I saw. But you think okay.
No, I think you look good.
In comparison to what I'm used to seeing him like, it wasn't.
No, in comparison, it's not at all.
That's what I'm saying.
I was a little bad.
No, it's not that he look. That's why I said nobody's throwing J Boog out of bed, but that's not the J Boog that I'm expecting to see when he takes his shirt off. I'm sorry.
I mean, he got that dad bod. He been over there, you know.
I just feel like most people who not skinny like Lil Fizz, they just showed up ill prepared for this show.
Including Omarion.
Omarion look a little thick to me now too, but also Omarion been like, y'all know Omarion got a show on All Black.
I'm coming out.
He has a show on All Black called Rose, something Rose. Yeah, he's like a hitman. He like a hitman. He is a part of like an assassin squad. And he also is like the bodyguard to this artist that likes him that he saw at a club one time because this dude was like, hitting on her and he intervened and did like a karate thing. And and then after that, I haven't watched since. So I have to go back and see what else happened. But it actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't as low budget as I thought it was going to be.
Good job, Omarion. I think Omarion looks way better now than what he did when he went on tour. Like, was it last year or something? And the people was dragging him about his his chest. Y'all don't remember that?
Yes, I do remember.
On his head about that.
He had titties. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody. And I also want to say this. Like at the end of the day, the way people judge women's bodies, the way we judge our own bodies, y'all gonna let us like rib these niggas for 5 minutes? Like, come on now. Like,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Yes.
Baby Blue said y'all gonna get up off me though.
No, I had his back a little bit after I talked about him because I still felt like I'm tired of. To me, it is annoying about how people act with women, like our shoulders being out. It's too fucking much. Like you remember on on that news show where the guy comes in and gives the lady the sweater, but Baby Blue and them can have all of their titties out. Like everybody has nipples and areola, and they got fat behind their areolas too. This is unfair. And it's not that I want our titties to be out, but I just don't like the way men are allowed to just be out here however they are, and women are like always being super, super judged about their bodies to the point that these niggas with titties feel like they can tell women that you too big. So
it's also funny how women will do that to other women. And I honestly think that I feel like I experienced it whenever I was traveling. A lot of women will look at me like, ooh, like you should, that look of like trying to invoke shame almost. But I'll be like, bitch, like what made the stallion say? You scared I'm gonna steal your daddy? or your uncle or whatever. He gonna take me shopping. That's what it was giving. Oh, I hate that.
It is. That is what it be giving.
Okay. Well, can y'all tell me what y'all felt like Married to Medicine was given?
Nothing.
In the final episode, I'm screaming.
Well, first of all, we was on the internet fighting this week because at the end of the day, Steve and his jacket could have bought the tickets and shut up about it. We ain't have to talk to him 2 times about feeling embarrassed because you know we was just supposed to be able to come in. No $5,000 Louis Vuitton jacket. No, give me $300.
Period.
I agree. I think he should have bought the ticket too, because what are the odds? Okay, you already say you're not gonna donate. What are the odds that once I make you pay for a ticket, it's like, I was gonna do. Did you want $300? Do you want thousands? I was gonna give you thousands. Well, if that's what you was gonna do and it was truly for charity, then
you would have done it anyway.
You still would do it. Yeah, I'm like, y'all full of shit. But I was with them.
Thank you.
Up until they got to the event and thought they didn't have to get a ticket. I was with them 100% on the y'all didn't ask for y'all my opinion, but y'all want the money. But I also feel like Mimi was feeling like she was feeling shaded because she said, and that's the gag, we're not new. So it was like she wanted the acceptance of like, I'm actually in the group for real, for real. I'm a doctor. This ain't my first season. Y'all need to integrate me into the group. So I think it was more so about that. But at the same time, they should have just bought a ticket.
Yeah, I say buy a ticket. I find it very funny for him to be like, oh, y'all want the thousands of dollars or just a few hundreds of dollars. And it's like, hey, nigga, you acting like y'all didn't just sit up here and say y'all not spending thousands of dollars on art no more. Didn't you just say that? We're not spending thousands of dollars on art this year. So yeah, you weren't planning on buying anything. And then to go to Eugene talking about you feel singled out. I don't know how that lady that was collecting them tickets was standing by the door collecting everybody's tickets. So when Angel came in, I saw that lady right over there with that thing in her hand. It was somebody, I think it was Brandy that came in. She was standing right by that door. So it's like, you weren't the only ones. Everybody had to pay a ticket. So I don't know. I ain't understand all of that. I think we do know why she has the issue with Toya.
Yeah,
he has the issue
Dr.
with
Jackie's fault. It's Dr. Jackie's fault. Because Dr. Jackie told them that she had them. And if that was the case, then Dr. Jackie should have sent them the QR code so that they could have came in. And I feel like Dr. Jackie didn't do that. Dr. Jackie just went over Toya's head and was like, oh, they're a part of the cast. But nobody is there just because they're a part of the cast. I know everybody act like that. And somebody was like, well, that's what they did last season. It's not last season. The same people aren't. Toya's in charge this year. That makes the difference. Like... Girl, no. And plus, Mimi and Steve low-key had it out for Eugene and Toya on some level. I felt like they were trying to prove that, you know, they had a better marriage. They were constantly making comments about them people's marriage in a way that actually annoyed the fuck out of me. Because to me, Steve, you were too worried about money. Like, you're worried about how you look and people thinking that you have a lot of money. That's why every jacket is a Louis Vuitton jacket. Like, you really look tacky sometimes because everything you wear has to have an LV on it. It's actually, like, obvious to me that your main issue was looking like you couldn't afford something. And that's why you felt embarrassed at that door. But his wife paid it and didn't say anything else about it, which I thought was interesting. Because why, if you don't talk to women, you didn't just leave it alone when your wife handled it, right? This is the women's thing. This is the Married to Medicine thing. Your wife came in. She was pulling her phone out to pay it. And then after that, that should have been it. Why are you walking up to Eugene like Eugene gonna be able to do something about the shit Toya already did? Like, come on, bro. Stop.
They bought a table. When you have a table at a gala, it's already paid for and you bid on items. They had a table this season.
They said they were guests of Jackie.
So Jackie had a table and she didn't cover them like she said she was going to cover them. And so they had to pay when they got in.
And to me, Jackie could have just gave them the QR code. But that's why I said I think Jackie was being messy and like kind of wanted this situation to happen like this. Because she was always sabotaging Toya the entire time. Jackie could have took charge of this shit the entire time and didn't because she wanted to prove something to Toya. And like Jackie has one of those personalities where they love to kind of instigate shit and then act like they not doing it because they're above it. Really, they be instigating shit. And I feel like Jackie instigated this situation with the Met Gala. I think that's a part of the reason why Eugene was so tight this season, because once he heard that y'all were like purposefully trying to set her up to fail, I think that's when he got pissed off. But
right.
And I feel him on that.
And, you know, I do feel like not only was that their plan to set Toya up, but then also when Toya doubled down on anything on Watch What Happens Live, that really, I think, gave Jackie the power or the energy to be like, oh, yeah, we really gone. Sock it to her. And she definitely used Heavenly, and I'm glad Heavenly kind of called out what she really said. But when her Heavenly was kind of snapping on Toya and when they were on the vacation, Jackie looked down at Heavenly like, okay, that's right. You know, she looked at her like she was proud because they had the conversation that they was going, you know, pretty much get on her ass. But yeah, I don't like the fact that Toya's being blamed for all of this when Jackie legit excluded Mimi at her damn photo shoot. She said she only wanted to meet with the core ladies that are responsible for bringing the Met Gala to the front anyway. So, Mimi, I don't know why you would think you would really be a part of it. I don't know if they'll ever include you in that, because these type of women enjoy having something that's this hours. You're on the outside. You can't even get in. So, they like being up here. They're going to probably play you come next season.
Oh, yeah.
But she was doing all that ass kissing leading up to, y'all remember when they was on that trip and Heavenly walked away and she gonna go, can I go with you? You remember Heavenly got mad and walked off when she had got into it with Simone and Mimi had asked, can I go with you? I think Mimi has been trying to do a lot of ass kissing, and it wasn't until they got to the Met Gala that she realized I'm still not part of the core group. So she wanted to throw a hissy fit. She's also somebody that I feel like weaponizes her education and being a psychiatrist against people. It's like she uses it to analyze Toya and call out some of Toya's flaws, which sometimes be on, but also she manipulates the group with trying to be well liked and making it seem like, you know, I'm the like that pissed me off when they was on a Jamaica trip and they said, well, we got Mimi to talk to the ladies. Yeah, I don't like Dr. Mimi, to be honest with you. I don't like her. I don't care for her. I don't. Somebody who has shocked the fuck out of me, who I've enjoyed, is Contessa.
Oh, okay. What she did?
Contessa, nothing. She's just been a relief. She's just been a relief this season. And I feel like because she's in a better place with her marriage, she's kind of been a light on the show to Kiki, get the girls together. So I think she does a good job in this role. But one thing about Contessa, don't bring us into your bullshit if you gonna really gaslight us and play about it. But yeah, I'm really surprised. I've enjoyed Contessa.
That's reasonable. I agree with that.
That's what's up. Was there anything? I don't think there was anything else that really happened on the show. I mean, Mimi and them getting a house built. It look like it's gonna be gorgeous. Still dealing with their son stuff,
which is a hard situation to be in. I feel like, and another thing though that worked on my nerves low key about Steve that I noticed is like in a preview for the reunion, you back there talking to Eugene, talking about you might as well be Eugene Bush, you know what I'm saying? Like you trying to emasculate that man, but when y'all was getting massages, you was the one talking about, oh, y'all getting massages? Oh, I ain't getting no massage. My wife ain't about to be mad at me. I'm like, listen, nigga, you need to pick a side. You either gonna be, you know, a husband that's behind your wife, or you gonna be for the boys. But you need to, you know, like chill out. Cause to me, it's like in one moment you're trying to be, you know, like I'm a man's man. I'm gonna emasculate Eugene because he defend his wife. But then on the other hand, you kind of act weird, like your wife has a lot of control over you, and she would get mad if she saw you getting a leg massage in fucking Jamaica. Like, who don't get massages in Jamaica?
I don't even think that's the case. I think that Steve and Mimi are on a campaign to become the front runners of the show. I think that I really don't think she would care about him getting a massage. I think that he wants to be in charge of the boys. I think she wants to eventually be in charge of the girls, but she knows that the only way to do that is to get in where she fit in, start off low, then we'll move up. And any of the ass kisses she did this season ain't gonna get her there. As far as the newcomers, Mimi can't return. She got on my fucking nerves, but somebody has to. Who else? Brandy can return. and Angel can go.
I like Brandy's little side comments. Angel is not bringing enough, but I feel like she's just a friend. So she can still come back because she's
she got to stay a friend.
Is she just a friend? Because she's on the intro.
Yeah, but she's still just a friend. Like she's not in the picture that they did.
All of them are. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, she is. She's main cast.
Why would she be main cast? You never seen her at home?
Like I feel like she's main cast.
She might be a friend. I mean, even Heavenly's in the credits, and she's a friend of, isn't she?
Right. I thought I saw a picture with the main cast, and it was only Contessa, Simone, Jackie, Quad.
I'm talking about the intro where they wearing their white coats.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. See,
it's the cast right here.
Yeah, Heavenly's not there,
okay.
and neither is Angel.
Okay.
Yeah,
but they can bring Brandy back for sure. I like Brandy.
I like her little comments in the confessionals.
I don't dislike Dr. Mimi. I just don't like her being one-sided in a sense. Like the things she wouldn't let Toya get away with is very clear she would let Heavenly get away with. And she said it.
As fuck.
Yeah, so I'm like,
that's the thing. You pointed out, Niecy, that I'm definitely feeling her being manipulative in the group setting, like trying to pull people to one side. Even that shit she did with Brandy, trying to force Brandy to say she was gonna vote for Heavenly. I was like, girl, don't do that. Go sit down. You can't.
And lightweight threaten her. She said, you don't want to be on the wrong side of this.
Yes, it was very like, girl, if you don't get your goofy ass out of my face.
You know what else it gave? She acted like she was a senior, like I've been here a long time ago, so you get with the winning team type. Like, girl, they barely even like you for real.
Which is why her feelings was so hurt about the fucking tickets. And then her husband's feeling was hurt too, because she had been pillow talking to him, and he wanted to basically have a dick measuring contest in the last episode with Eugene about who could go the hardest for their wife. Like, fuck out of here, y'all. This y'all second season. This y'all second day out here. They don't mean nothing. Y'all know how many people they done brought on the show? Like, it's been so many people coming and going. Like,
y'all gotta be here for much longer. You have to be here for at least 3-4 seasons before we really start paying attention. I feel like I just started paying attention to them. Like, yeah, you was there last season, but I didn't really like you last season. And then this season, I felt like I liked you a little bit more. And now I'm feeling like I don't know, because I don't like the way y'all going at Eugene. I'm sorry, but
not
like
very Karen-esque. It's crazy.
Very Karen-esque. That is.
Yeah, she is very Karen-esque.
Yeah, I don't like the way y'all was trying to play on Eugene top. Because like that man don't bother nobody. I'm just sorry. That's how I feel. That man don't bother nobody. Like he just asked y'all, was y'all gonna get a ticket? Like buy the ticket and shut up.
Anything else?
I'm mad just finding out King first name. No, truly, because when Quad said Kirk, I was like, who? But also, y'all, I think that when she showed up to the gala with her friend, I think that her and King had just got into it and she had no clue on if he was going to show up or not. And I also feel like he is somebody, I feel like he's mentally abusive. I'm going to go out and say, I feel like he is mentally abusive because he's been playing games with her. And the reason why I'm saying I feel like he's mentally abusive is because he would like poke and joke with negativity, planting the seed of doubt in her head about if she was good enough for him. And then flat out told her he had been thinking about leaving, which makes it seem like, you know, you better do more in order to keep me. So I could absolutely see him getting into it with her before the event and basically keeping her on her toes about if he was going to show up or not, which is why she came with a friend. Because to me, I was like, you could have just walked in by yourself if he was just going to meet you there. I could see him doing that.
I don't think they was together, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't think they was together.
I think they had broke up. Yeah, she knew that wedding was gonna happen, and typically the way she liked to be with him, she would have went to that wedding and then showed up afterwards, right? She didn't even go, and she brought a friend. I feel like that was really an indicator that I don't feel like we really see Quad bring a friend, and you brought this guy. I'm like, yeah, they not together no more, but they continuing to play it up for the cameras, just like when we saw the watch party, right? And shout out to Bingeworthy, he covered it, and I told y'all they weren't together then. The energy was giving off. He was taking subtle shots, and she just laughing and this and that. I'm like, they ain't even together. They just maintain the image.
That was the post that she liked. The ones where I talked about him and how he wasn't shit. and how I could see how he was. Those were the posts that she liked. I did. And yeah, because it was so obvious in the beginning, all that fucking negging. Like, now that we know what that is, you can't just do that shit no more without somebody like clocking it. Like, nigga, you negging her.
And she was on a slippery slope with him for sure, because the way she talked about him when they were in Jamaica or whatnot, and how she was kind of changing herself to fit into his mold, it just kind of took me back to Dr. Gregory again. It's like, wow, what we doing? You've been single for this long, or keeping your relationships private and stuff to get to this point. So where we seeing you about to do this again? Like, girl, no, he isn't. I isn't worth all that. That's not what it's giving.
Yeah, build her up just to tear her down.
Anything else y'all got on these people?
Learn something from this.
Yeah, and Curtis, shut up.
Curtis upset.
And Jackie too.
Oh, did y'all
give you guys a heartfelt apology?
Did y'all see?
See, like, my practice is on the line. They already think I'm an asshole.
Yes, yes, it absolutely is. Like, he's speaking against our business. That's crazy. Well, Eugene. Did y'all see Eugene on Instagram? Eugene ain't never came on Instagram before. And Eugene had to come on Instagram because Heavenly, basically insinuated that he got fired from a job for sleeping with women or something like that. Like, that was kind of low key what the insinuation was. She didn't say exactly, but she was like, I know about your husband and I know why he got fired, because Toya said
what he was doing.
That told me about your husband and what he be doing. And the way Toya said it like it was a matter of fact. I'm not even gonna front. And the way Damon lies, I wouldn't run to disagree, with anything. So then Heavenly comes right back and says, and I know about your husband and what he does, why he got fired from the hospital. And so Eugene had to come in the comments and say, I have never been fired. So I don't know what she's talking about, but I have never been fired.
Is this it? I think this is it. He says, I usually don't get on these platforms to say anything, but I have never been fired. LOL. I think some people on the show just like to say things to get a rise out of people. Somebody said, not Eugene got fired from the hospital, the T. He says that was a complete lie. Or this is Toya. She says, my husband is highly respected in the medical community. So, yeah. And Eugene was responding to some of the comments too. Like, this is news to me because I've never been fired a day in my life.
I believe everything they're saying, and I do believe that Heavenly will pull shit out of her ass just to get a rise. But I remember seeing that clip of them going back and forth, and when she said, I know what your husband did, I was like, Eugene? Please stop.
Right.
Like, please stop. That's almost as much as a reach of, whose marriage is perfect?
Right. Right. And, even in the preview, was talking about, see, my problem is my husband treats me too good. Yeah. Because lying to your ass for years about your son being arrested is being too good to you. Can't even trust you with the truth. Girl. Okay. Because, I just don't like that shit, because I feel like they go in on Toya and Eugene and they're actually honest and upfront with each other and with the public. Whereas everybody else is pretending, but they do worse shit behind closed doors. Like, y'all do worse shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? In y'all relationships than Toya and Eugene have done to each other as far as we knew.
Way worse shit.
I agree.
You talking to him mean? Oh, well. Her husband ain't cheating. Ain't got his arms wrapped around the cast members. All type of shit.
And that's another thing. Curtis, stop being mad. You did have your hands. And then when somebody pointed out that he had his hand around Quiet Waist when he was hugging her and Kirk in that little huddle. And that hand was on the shoulder. And then the hand moved down to like about right here. And then eventually it was off. But to me, he's one of those guys that doesn't seem to understand boundaries. Like, you seem to touch a lot. And we've seen it on camera.
Anything else?
Oh.
All right, y'all. We're about to get out of here. Before I get out of here, I definitely have to shout out my man. It is his birthday. So make sure y'all go over there to Jay Nolan's page and make sure y'all let him know happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I sent y'all over there. So Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And yeah, make sure y'all get y'all tickets because tomorrow is the last day to get them early bird tickets. Okay. After that, yesterday's price is not going to be today's price type of energy. Okay.
Right.
So
General admission.
Get your tickets. All right. Make sure that you guys are finding us over there on social media. All of the information is here on the screen. Make sure you guys are subscribing to all of our channels. And yeah, we love you guys and we will catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.